Didn't quite time it right. Good day, my koala crew, and welcome back to the corner of Remnant. I'm your host, Larissa, and I'm joined by Emperial Dawn.
He's tweeting at the moment.
He's tweeting. Actually, I didn't say my co-host, Imperial Dawn. You know, you would have thought at 12 episodes, I would have timed it right with the music of our starting soon, but I still haven't managed to do it.
That was the best that it's been.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
But yes, today we are discussing Chapter 13, the RWBY Volume 7 finale. And we are doing this... oh, you got Weiss for you. Yay! In Pocket Neo.
I'm trying to get her... Okay, yeah, she's in frame at the very end. And I'm using her flatness as a... See? They are useful.
Ah! Cool. Yep, the pin. I thought it was Neo she had in her arms, but no. They're wasteful.
You're flat, but we love you still.
What was I going to say? Yes, we're doing this a day later. Yeah, because I had stuff on Saturday morning, but also we thought we'll do it a day later because that way guys who are non-first members can join in on the stream and watch and hang out with us because, well, there's no new episode release, so yeah, we'll find to do it on the Sunday morning. So yeah, that's exciting too.
For the record, I was fully prepared to stream yesterday and I completely forgot. Larissa told me a few days prior, a week prior actually, that we weren't streaming until the Sunday.
I was about to, I was like literally typing out a tweet as a rep, just saying to everyone that we're going to do it a day later when Dawn sends me a message like, oh, we're doing this on Sunday, aren't we? Not
I love that though. I love it. I love how stuff like that tends to happen.
Oh dear. Yeah. Yep. Or like the one where I thought we were going to be doing it, but we couldn't because you're moving, and like,
yeah. Which is finally all good now. I got my
I see. Yes.
There you can't really see. Weiss is finally out of the box.
Yay.
The posters around there. It's currently pissing down in Sydney at the moment. So if a banana flies through the window, ignore that, and I'll just stream as usual. It's not like my bed's right under the window. It's gonna get soaked or anything.
If a banana flies through the window, someone please clip it. That'd be hilarious.
And also, if a banana flies through the window, it's very likely a bat follows because a bat sleeps outside my window at night. And it's
really?
It's actually cool. And for those who are wondering, bats in Australia are completely cool. We're not like American bats or other bats that are like rabies and dangerous. Bats
They're not vampire bats.
Yeah, bats in Australia, and they're literally no harm at all. I think bats carry diseases in Australia.
I don't believe so. Not that I've heard. No.
Enough about Australia, even though it's the corner of Remnant.
I see it.
Kind of.
Yes.
But
I see your Osfin cane there too in the background. Looks good.
Yeah, that needs some serious repairs. Like the whole, all the engraving and stuff was just a piece of paper has all come off. It never had a handle. Yeah. Needs a new paint job and stuff. I still need to do Oscar's new outfit.
I still still need to do Ruby's new outfit.
Well, hopefully some voice artists. I say voice artists come to Supernova, even though Osbin literally came to Supernova last year. I didn't go, and I should have gotten the cosplay done.
Yeah.
And I didn't. But hopefully get some more people coming into Supernova Sydney this year.
Yeah, well,
I don't know if enough good names come to Melbourne. I don't know, maybe.
Well, Supernova Melbourne's less than a month away, and at this stage, yeah, there's no Rooster Teeth voice actor, sadly.
Try to get one or two. I don't know. Maybe they're just not that popular in Australia.
Yeah, and then I found that there's like Anime Fest on in Sydney, and they're having a Persona cosplay contest, which I could have entered because I've been working on a Persona cosplay. Aww. And it's like, dang, and it's at the same weekend as Supernova, and I've already booked my flights. So it's just like, anyway, never mind. But yes,
an excuse to get Larissa to Sydney is a good one. Or me to Hobart. I love.
Yeah.
Hobart, so.
Yeah. I don't know. Sydney's just so expensive to get there from here, unfortunately. While Melbourne's not too bad. So, yeah. And I will definitely am planning on doing RWBY's Volume 7 cosplay. It's just I've got some other things that I'm working on at the moment. So hopefully by the time Volume 8 rolls around, I have done most of it, or at least made a start on it. But we'll just see what happens. But yeah, I definitely want to do that and fix up my Crescent Rose.
Do you see Labinex?
Yes. Yeah, it looks really good. Awesome. Yeah, it looks amazing. Awesome. Yeah. I saw hers and I was like, oh, that looks so good.
I still don't know if it's like, is it two people, one of two names? I still don't know what the deal is with.
I'm not sure.
Bangalore, if it's, I don't think it's maybe it was two people, now it's just one. Maybe it's just her two names. I don't know.
I think it's her two names, but I don't know. But yeah, she does amazing RWBY cosplays. If you guys haven't seen her before, she's done so many different, not just RWBY herself ones. She's done so many different versions of RWBY.
JoJo art of
yes.
RWBY. She has cosplayed.
Yes.
And it's awesome.
And dishwashers.
The RWBY 3 or the
RWBY 3.
RW3Y.
Yep, and as well as the Grim version of RWBY 2 she's done too. Yeah, and the Borderlands RWBY. Oh, that's so good.
Well, I think that's what she's most famous for.
I think she is most famous for that.
That's how I first saw her, was the Borderlands.
And
I'm not a Borderlands fan. It just looked really cool.
It looks so good. Yeah, Borderlands cosplays are just up there. Just the amount of detail and to make yourself look like a cartoon character, you know.
The
cell shading.
Played Borderlands, so I'm not really into it, but I love the art style a lot, though.
Yeah, the art style's amazing, and the outfits are just so detailed.
Yeah, so this will be a bit of a rambly podcast, I'm sure. This is obviously our season finale.
Yes, it is.
I'm happy and willing to go for some time discussing RWBY Volume 7, obviously episode 13 as well.
I have coffee.
But also, I don't even have water. Water
you don't have chunk. I've got my water bottle. But you call it chunk.
And I'm just so happy that you actually remembered that.
I did. I did.
I'm so glad I made that thing.
How long have we been doing this for now?
Bottle. It's just the water in it is just old.
Aw.
Unfortunately, so I don't know. I might if maybe I'll skull that when the hydro bolt comes out and kill myself, and I'll pass out. But we'll see.
It's not.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, they go obviously. Hopefully, anyone who's watching this back or live or whatever, will has watched episode 13.
Yes.
We'll be discussing RWBY Volume 7 in its entirety. It's obviously out for non-first and first members.
It is. Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, I almost don't know really where to start here, other than just continuing to ramble. But I suppose we should get on to. Overall,
I really liked the finale. It was, I loved it. Just overall, it flowed really well. It has really dramatic moments, a lot of like what the hell moments, especially the ending there. I loved the score, the songs, of course, until the end, which was actually written by Casey. It was beautiful. Osmond's speech throughout it all as well. Yeah. It was just done so well. It was just so awesome. And all setting up, of course, for Volume 8. As we knew, this is Volume 7 is going to be a continuation on to Volume 8. And yeah, I just loved it overall. I just loved it. It was great. Very enjoyable.
I feel pretty much the same. Touching on a few things you mentioned there. Until the end that Casey wrote, which was the song that played during Ozpin's monologue. She did not write Fear at the end.
No.
Say she did, but it was just a typo. This is probably my favorite finale, probably since Volume 4's finale.
Yes. I agree with that too. Yeah.
Volume 5 and Volume 6, and I think even Volume 7 to a degree wasn't like the climax of the volume. The finale wasn't. I don't think. I'd argue that episode 12 from last volume and even episode 13 from volume 5 with the more hyper things, and the last chapters just wraps the last things up. And I think this did a bit better, but still kind of similar. Just compared to how great chapters 11 and 12 were. This feels like not a step down, but not.
It was wrapping up a lot of things that were being sort of set up.
And like you said, it's meant to this is a complete 2-part volume. Like this is like a directly 2-part volume as it's written. So, and there's a lot of things in this volume that didn't get wrapped up.
Yeah.
I think a lot of plot points. Ren and Nora, I'm still confused on what Ren and Nora is, but I can tell that's going to continue into next volume very cleanly, I think.
Yeah.
Jean still hasn't done a terrible lot, but it seems we're going to get like a real kind of, from the finale, like they're going to really try to come into action next volume and kind of really try to prove themselves.
Yeah.
I think they're feeling quite down in the dumps at the moment.
Yeah.
Of course, a lot of people jump to the conclusion like, well, Juniper should be as good as Ruby, and it's like, it's never that simple.
No.
I always hate this character should beat this character for reasons. I'm like, in a real world, anyone can beat anyone in a fight.
Yeah.
Anytime. there's so many variables involved.
And they weren't just up against anyone; they're up against Neo.
Yeah, he's been the best character in the show, apart from maybe Raven. Like Raven and Neo are the two. I think the two strongest characters in the show.
Yeah,
excluding like Maiden powers or magic.
And even though they've heard of Neo, they never fought Neo as well.
Fought Neo before.
Yeah,
they were flustered. They weren't teaming up together.
Yeah, that they rushed her, but really they should have actually teamed up and fought her together as a unit. But instead, they were fighting her individually when she was just able to.
Again, Ren and Nora have been at heads all volume.
Yes.
So they're not going to work well together. Oscar and John are just starting.
Yeah.
To work together. And again, John was the MVP.
Yeah.
And even Oscar as well. Like, he also did some good stuff in there as well. Like, I love how he just grabbed Neo's leg.
Yeah,
I love that. That was so funny.
That was great. That was great.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? When she disappeared.
You know, it was good stuff. A little not anticlimactic, but like, you know, not as grand as a fight as I would have expected. But again, it all leads into further stuff. So this now establishes that like we can get a better fight between these like Neo and Juniper.
Yeah.
Later on, now that we have that establishment.
Yes. Yeah.
Like Blake and Yang never caught up to Juniper. The way we
thought they would. Yeah. We thought they would just blunder into the middle of the fight. But they didn't.
Like so we get maybe Yang and Neo again, but again,
another time. She's still around, she's still in Atlas, so I'm sure there'll be another rematch for that. I also really liked in this fight too, with Juniper versus Neo, that when Neo looked like Nora, which was creepy as shit.
Yeah, that was and
that was a thing.
Just the eyes, just the way seeing Nora's body animated that way.
Yeah.
Especially when she went to fight John, it just felt so unnatural.
It did.
In a great way.
It was animated really well.
In a really good way.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, it felt so not Nora. I was like, oh no.
Like even when she held Oscar back and then she sort of danced away from him, like, that's not Nora. That's Neo. But it was the moment, of course, when Ren went to attack her and she did the whole look at him, and poor Ren after that, you had tears down his face, and you just
I'm really curious to see what impact that will have moving forward.
Yeah.
Like, obviously we saw him later, he was very frustrated a bit later.
He was frustrated. We lost the lamp, you know, we weren't ready to be huntsmen. He's just angry and frustrated.
I like that callback because, you know, they are only 1 year of school experience. Maybe they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
You know, despite all the experience they've had outside the world, you know, are they really as good as professional huntsmen? Yes, RWBY beat the Aesops.
Yeah.
But
for Ren, he just feels like he's failing everyone.
Especially I think Juniper themselves.
Yeah,
so I definitely really like that questioning, and I remember going back after that scene and thinking, did Ren maybe not see Nora because Neo Nora had the umbrella?
Yeah.
Charging in, so I don't know if Ren had seen it was Nora or if the reveal along with the eyes is what got him, or he did know this was Nora in disguise, but then it was the eyes that kind of caught him off guard.
Yeah, I think it was a bit of mixture of things. Like
a bit of both.
Yeah, because he'd seen John fight her, and he saw the umbrella. I think he probably.
Well, I don't think he did see John fight her because Neo came around a corner.
That's right. But she had the umbrella, so he saw the umbrella. Then I think then he realized.
The shield, the umbrella shield. So assuming it might have just been Neo, physically, but ended up being.
Nora.
So yeah, I do hope that leads into something because I like that a lot. Because again, their whole thing has been very back and forth. I wouldn't say confusing, but I'm very curious what the end goal for this Ren and Nora arc currently is because I'm not too sure at the moment.
I don't know. I'm hoping we'll get some more.
And then Ren starting with Ironwood, and then them at the dinner party working together for no problem, but then he having more issues. So I'm just
I need some more moments of them just figuring things out. Hopefully we'll get that. But
I feel like it's building to. I feel like that's what all this is building to.
So whether or not they had the opportunity to do that in Volume 8, we'll see. With everything that's about to kick off.
Thing. I mean, you know, jumping ahead, but like we got to question, you know.
Yeah.
Like I've seen some people theorize that they're going to leave and go to Vacuo, which I don't think's the case. I think they're going to stay in Atlas and fight this thing.
Yeah, I don't see them just leaving Atlas to face its doom.
I don't know to agree. Yeah, well, just because, you know, Winter's like, you know, you guys should run. And obviously, there's so much in Vacuo at the moment that we could go explore. But I definitely think we're staying in Atlas.
I think we'll get to Vacuo at some point, but not yet.
I think so. I mean, so I've seen some people even suggest this might be the last volume, which I don't definitely. Obviously, it's not.
No.
But again, it does seem like this is like, you know.
They've already mentioned about Volume 9 as well,
of course. But I could definitely see where some casual fans might see that.
Yeah.
Because obviously casual fans might not be too aware of Vacuo because RWBY isn't the best at explaining its own world. Granted. Unless you're like a diehard fan.
Like us.
But you know, again, like this is like the moment where RWBY has a silver eyes, just finally going to come to Salem.
Yeah.
Finally coming front to Salem. And so I'm curious where that leads. Before we get a little bit more into the episode.
Yes.
I love the idea. This ties into episode, I think it was 11 and 13. Because obviously in 11, we obviously saw Salem come out from the CR.
Yes.
I mentioned that, but I love the fact that, again, like, it's a communication system, but it does have, like, a one-use video call system. But I love that.
Yes.
Like the hologram projection in a sense. And we also, you did see her armor in
her new outfit. I didn't notice it the first time I watched it. It wasn't until Kaylee mentioned it to me.
I noticed it, but I didn't see many people mention it.
Yeah.
She had bones coming off her shoulders, whether that was just a redesign or not. But
yeah. Well,
what people might have assumed to be a redesign. Obviously, we now know it is just like an armored form.
It's got a new sort of outfit going with this stupid cleavage window, which is just like, why? There's a few people commenting about that on my reaction video.
Cleavage window, then make it look nicer instead of just 2 lines.
But so like it's distracting.
Like, you know, make the lines nicer and smoother, add some shading, you know, actually make it look like boobs rather than just 2 lines on her chest.
Oh my god. It's meant to be like a sexy outfit, but like just a grim version. I
think Salem's just like, she knows how powerful she is, and you know, like that, you know, like women in our real world, they find self-confidence in themselves by doing stuff like that.
It's just like, why? Anyway.
Hey, let Salem do what she wants to do. If she wants to express herself that way, then she has every right as a woman to express herself like that. And without getting people like me giving her rude comments. But the topic I did want to actually mention was that if you think about it, the time between episode 11 and episode 13 was like, what, an hour in the real world? Or in the corner, in Remnant? Like
right. Yeah, probably.
Because they fought the Aesops, then they went and found Cinder, and then Salem arrived.
Yeah, probably will be at least, maybe a couple hours at most, but yeah.
Yeah, I just love the idea of Salem sitting there on the whale, flying into Atlas, and just like being bored.
Yeah.
And then she gets like a beetle like ding 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 ding. Gets up, walks over to a little CR.
Yeah.
Puts it on. It's like, damn, the Wi-Fi on this whale is really poor. Finally gets it to work because she would have done that whole speech on the back of a whale. There's no way
that's true.
Her kingdom at the time, she would have been literally flying to Atlas.
Yes, on the whale.
So the brave huntsman and huntress is best as possible. Well, she's just preparing herself for war. Like, oh, okay, evil one on. Going like casually and like does like the pose like, I don't know what I did. Hangs up and like, still got an hour before we get to Atlas. I just love that idea. She's just like on the whale doing everything she did.
Yeah. That is actually hilarious. It reminds me of this RWBY Crack videos, which I watched a while ago. But it was for Chapter 1 of Volume 1 with when Oz and Salem are doing their little monologue thing, and then at the end of it, it's like awkward, like someone's like, you hang up. No, you hang up. How do I hang up on this thing? You're the one who started the call. It was like a Skype call. It was so good. It just reminded me of that. Someone needs to do like a cartoon of Salem doing her evil monologue thing on the back of this whale.
I know, like that's like I need like the really dumb comics or someone like that to do something like that.
Yes,
that's actually quite funny. So I mean, yeah, Salem. Since we're like, you know, Salem's here, so I'm really curious where this goes in. The whale.
Oh my god!
A reference to a few different things. I think most people have gone on to Monstro.
Yep.
The giant whale from the Pinocchio story.
Yes.
Which I think kills Pinocchio's creator, I think. I'm not too sure. I'm not too
yeah,
sure.
I believe so. It's been a while.
Pinocchio or Destroy. I'm not too sure, but it's like a big whale that like has something as like the villain of like the Pinocchio story or something like that.
Yeah.
So that obviously ties in with Penny being the maiden.
Yes.
Which we'll get into, but I don't want to quite get into that at the moment. But
yeah.
We saw, obviously, like, for scaling purposes, we saw all the other Grimm. We didn't see any flying Bringles from what I saw. It was just a bunch of Sphinx and Manticores.
It was a bit hard to see them, but they're probably there.
They could have been
Maybe they're in the whale, and the whale opens its mouth and the Bringles come flying.
I don't want to think of that. I did see someone mention, too, I was watching a few reactions before we got into this stream today, so, of course, make sure to go and check out Larissa's Nerds of Oz reactions, of course. With special guest Kaylee, of course, if you're interested in watching reaction content. But I was watching another reactor, Sirs Madams.
Yes, oh yes,
who have kind of become the spiritual successor to Flint of RWBY, in a sense, it seems, since he's kind of stepped aside from the lyric game. Now, Sirs Madams, these professional musicians who have been reviewing RWBY for some time, are now seemingly taking that mantle, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I've saved a few of their videos for my playlist.
But they mentioned that, obviously, like, this giant whale is flying. How is that possible? And obviously you see all the
it's the Grimm crystals that we've seen in Salem's domain. So they could be gravity crystals.
Could they be gravity crystals even there or what? So I'm interested in that. Or it's just it can fly because it's a Grimm and it's magic, so it can fly. Either or. But I'm curious to see if that gravity dust has any sort of anything to do with Monstro.
Yeah.
Or Richard. Big Dick, as some of the community have referred him to. I'm going to stick with Monstro.
Oh my god.
What do you expect? You have Kevin. The Wyvern, not Dragon, the Wyvern.
Yes.
Nucky?
Nucky, the Knuckleaf.
I think I had enough name, but Nucky was one of the
Wasn't
names.
there one called Steve?
I think the Phalong was Steve.
I can't remember.
The Phalong was Steve, I think.
I can't remember now. Yeah, that's
too sure.
The fandom has a habit of naming all the big Grimms, yes. So
fandom have a habit of naming a lot of things, so they shouldn't.
Yes. But sometimes the RWBY actually do run with, like with the course.
Names are the attack names.
Yes, the attack names and Willow, of course, being Wife's mum.
Yeah, I really am curious to see if we'll get any confirmation if that was...
If they tended to use Willow or did they... Yeah.
Willow was the same paradox as Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Was it a fan thing or was it there from the beginning? We'll never know.
I'll never know.
Willow and Bumblebee have the same paradox. You just won't know, and they won't tell us. And they probably shouldn't, I think, for the because no one will believe them if they say Bumblebee was actually planned. No one will actually believe them. Because people are just, I don't know, who cares?
Even though Monty had said from the start that he wanted LGBT representation in RWBY, so...
I mean, sure, but that doesn't necessarily mean, but again...
It doesn't necessarily mean
with Bumblebee. I'm just saying that doesn't necessarily... Anyway. Since talk about fandom naming things.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, what was it? Frozen Steel was one. Red Refrigerator was another.
Oh yeah.
Combat Skirts.
Yes.
Those are the big three, I think. I don't know if Frozen Steel was accurate, but I think
Red Refrigerator is one I saw floating around on Twitter.
Yeah, I saw Red Refrigerator and like Combat Skirts.
Yes.
I liked the I don't want to say three-way ship, but the three-person ship.
There are three-person ships. There's four-person ships. There's even bigger ones than that. It's the fandom is insane. As we already know.
They're insane and horny, but
yes.
So we also had that very beautiful scene. Just that very nice scene.
Yeah.
Of just RWBY and Weiss comforting Penny, which
it was so pretty.
One of my favorite things I saw. I think it was Ruben Gala. Who's a pretty common, like, if you're on Twitter, you probably recognize the name, the name, but you've probably seen tweets from them. They tweeted out pretty early after the episode that, like, we're just having a screen grabs of all the times Weiss has mentioned Penny and all the subtle references Weiss actually has to Penny, which I've always been, like, I'm aware of that, and I've liked that, and that's why I like that Penny was also there comforting Penny along with RWBY.
Yeah.
Like, Weiss was the only other person apart from RWBY to mourn Penny.
Yeah.
In Volume 3, subtly. Obviously Penny was there. Weiss was there with Penny when she was being rebuilt or reactivated, or just in charging in Volume 7.
Yeah.
So I loved Weiss also showing some care and comfort. Also fellow at Legion as well. So I love those three.
Yes. Yeah. I really loved that scene with the three of them.
People who have cropped out Penny to get some white rose filth.
Rude. How dare.
Yeah, because obviously that was another big thing this volume, was that Ruby and Penny didn't have too many interactions this volume. And yeah, I know personally, that stuff never bothers me.
Yeah, we had a bit at the start of the volume. Oh god, sorry.
Yeah, but
yawning away here.
They're friends, they're established, and we don't need to see it over and over again.
Yeah.
You know? See that, and I do agree that Bumblebee is kind of not overdone, but I would like to see them interact with more people other than each other.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Just to a degree. Like again, like I loved seeing Ruby and Yang fighting the Sphinx in episode 5.
Yes.
Like that's all I need. That's all. You can just do little subtle.
Yeah.
But I like mixing it up as much as we can. But when you do keep two characters together, it does make for when those later moments happen. It does make it more important because more to build on.
Yep. Like in the scene also when the ship was with Ren had his head in his hands as well, and Nora looked really upset. So yeah.
Ren's, I really like Ren's just been so distraught this entire.
Yeah, he has.
So many things keep changing, and I'm really curious because again, unlike a lot of other characters, it's still uncertain if this will lead to anything. Yeah. It's still uncertain if this has any end game or if it's just meant to be something for his character to do. So I'm really curious if something will come. Yeah. Of this, which again, I have faith that it will, but you know, Ren and Nora also aren't apart from Volume 4, I haven't been the most major characters in the show. No. You're right, Maxie. We have a visitor. We have a fluffy visitor, do we?
Oh yeah, he's been in the ring the whole time.
Ah.
Hi. Hi.
Shout out to second best dog other than Zwei.
Yeah, Maxie. What you doing? Hey, you hanging out with me?
You're sulking because the door's closed. Well, the door can't be open.
No. Because we're streaming.
Just looking at me is like, I don't care. Just open the door, human.
Obligatory dog break, and we all for it.
Yeah, if you can hear voices too, I'm not sure if my mic's picking it up, but yeah, Kaylee or Shinu is on the other side of the wall doing the vidcast still.
You just have a smorgasbord of streams in your household.
Oh yeah, and well, Chris was snoring his face off when I left him earlier, so he's probably awake by now though.
Yeah. So speaking of another character that was distraught this volume, Cinder.
Yes.
If you're a fan of Avatar: Last Airbender, there are obviously parallels between Zuko and Cinder, obviously, and also Azula and Cinder. And a big part of Azula's arc in Avatar: Last Airbender was that she got literally lost her mind towards the end of the show. She was this super confident, super powerful firebender. She was the baddest bitch. She was weirdly 14, which they never told us in the show, and that she looked like she was 20. Right. But again, I guess that's just anime or Western anime, whatever you want to call it. God, the fact that she's 14 is so weird. But by the end of the show, she loses two of her friends, and she actually loses her mind. Right. And Cinder, I feel like, is following a very similar path because you think about how she was in Volume 1. She was so confident. She was so powerful. She was the baddest bitch in the world.
She was so good, like volumes sort of like 1, 2, and 3. Well, 2 and 3.
Keep going. She gets getting more distraught. She's losing her mind. There's theories that the Grim Arm is overtaking her.
Oh yeah.
There's so many different aspects to a character. The whole thing about power hungry and starving, which ties in more to Cinderella, which I'm glad we're getting ties into, and finally people who have a murder boner for Cinder hopefully are starting to get a little bit more. Killing Cinder now would make she's been such an established character. If you kill her, it has to be important. Yeah. I don't care if you hate her character. She needs to survive until it is appropriate for her.
Unfortunately, yes. She needs to survive a bit longer.
Yeah. But I agree that I didn't expect her to fail again. And granted, she didn't. She got the relic still.
Yeah, Neo got the relic.
I was surprised to see her fail again. But they mentioned that because in Osmond's monologue, the fear of failure, and that's what Cinder has. She doesn't want to fail, either out of self-confidence in herself, self-confidence in herself, or out of fear of what Sailor might do to her. So there's a mix of both. Oh, I
have the speech. Yes, I read it out. So this is Oz's speech. So the single quality that is common across every living creature on this planet is fear. It's funny then that as common as fear is, we so easily underestimate its power. Fear of growing close to someone, the subsequent fear of loss, the fear of failure, and as more people depend on you, those fears can take on greater power. But fear itself isn't worthy of concern. It is who we become whilst in its clutches. Will you be proud of that person? Will you forgive them? We understand why they felt the need to do the things they did. Will you even recognize them? Or will the person staring back at you be the very thing you should have feared from the start? I suppose we'll find out sooner or later. Yeah. Yeah, that is amazing. And I also saw mention, on Twitter too, that Miles did a post, or when was it?
A few months back.
It was a few months before Volume 7, saying they were really struggling on one sort of like line, I think it was, a one part of Volume 7.
Like there was one final thing.
The one final thing.
Couldn't quite get right.
And they couldn't quite get it right. Apparently it was this speech, which makes sense because it is like the last sort of big...
Eddie confirmed in Arnold's live stream, responding to Kaito Dan, that it was the it was Ozpin's speech, which again, I think they nailed it. And it is quite interesting because again, that's something that is like you can just throw in last minute. Like you don't need to animate to it, you don't need to do anything. So it's a very like we can leave that to last minute. And
I love how it's Oz reading this out as well as everything's happening too, and amongst Until the End song by Casey as well. I loved it.
I think it also too. I think it transferred into Fear at the end of it. Because the score at the very end of it was Fear actually, which I love.
Oh yeah,
and I'll get into that because Fear might be one of my favorite RWBY songs.
I love the song Fear. It's so good. And it's on YouTube as well if you guys want to re-listen to it.
Yeah, a few different people have uploaded it with the lyrics and stuff.
Yes.
Williams. Just trying to I remember seeing something on Reddit too, just tying into Fear because and Ozpin's speech because obviously everyone's happy that Ozpin is back. But remember that Ozpin left under really bad circumstances.
Yes.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I guess a lot of the community didn't side on RWBY necessarily when Ozpin shut himself away. I think a fair few people did side with Ozpin, to be fair. But I think Ironwood losing his mind.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ironwood losing his heart. Crow lost his mind. Sorry.
Yes.
When Ironwood lost his heart, I think it does actually add some credence to Ozpin. Like it does, like maybe Ozpin had a point.
Yeah.
And Blake mentions as well. Blake mentions it back in episode 7. That should we trust Ironwood? He's prone to doing this kind of stuff. And again, Blake was proven right in the end. So I'm glad that Ozpin's come back now. That he kind of has been proven right or a bit more justified in his lying. Again, I am also one to believe that lying is somewhat a necessity in life. You do need to lie at times. You can't be truthful in every situation. Obviously depending on the situation. If you shouldn't lie, don't lie.
Exactly.
But little white lies and stuff like that sometimes I think can be beneficial.
No, I thought it was cool too when Oz did say, like, when after Oscar landed on the ground, like superhero landing, and he when you're back, and Oz was like he was about to say like I'm sorry, about to say something, and I was just like, shut up, just tell me, how can we save Atlas?
Let's just say, I love that. Don't apologize, that's not important right now. Let's just do what we can to save Atlas.
And I think Oz has taken this time to really think about things as well, and we would have been watching from the sidelines as well what's been going on too.
Yeah, so he's seen all this, and again,
he's seen all of this.
He saw what was probably his best friend shoot his son. Point of view. Because I think I wouldn't. I don't think we're that close, but still, it was more like his best friend punched his son back in Volume 6. But like I think, and again, I think if Oscar hadn't been shot or wasn't about to die, he probably wouldn't have come back. I think he only came back because he had to save his own skin. To a degree. But at the same time, the end justifies the means. If he comes back and does the right thing, then so it doesn't matter that's why he came back. Yeah. But now that he's back, he has to do the right thing. Yeah. And also that obviously ties into
stuff. Yes.
The cane.
The cane. The cane. I'm sorry. The cane. Yes.
Because we know that this thing has always done things we didn't know it could do.
Yes.
Obviously, we assume again, Ozpin is a liar, but we assume it's not a relic.
Yeah.
Assume. And we know that it has many secrets, like you mentioned in Volume 5 as well. And the thing that Oscar did in this episode was very similar to what Ozpin did back in Volume 3. Yeah. It's like the shield generator. Yeah. To a degree, or just like or some people said it's aura extension, some people said it's semblance, some people said it's magic. So my personal 2 cents on this, and feel free to give your own and correct me what you think in a second. That the the energy was just Ozpin's magic. I don't think that was Oscar's semblance.
Well, his aura just broke, so I don't think it will be his semblance. I think it's definitely to do with the magic. Maybe there's magic within the cane, because Oz wasn't completely back at that point either.
Yeah. Well, I agree with you in a sense, because what we do know about this thing, I think it's from the Volume 3 commentaries.
Yeah.
In Volume 12, it mentions that what the cane can do is it can store time.
Right. Okay.
To a degree, and it's called the long memory and stuff. So some people thought that either it granted more of Ozpin's memories and power to Oscar.
Okay.
Which, makes sense. What he said, because he said his power is his memory. So kind of like the literal stored memories and magic of Ozpin, or parts of it, were in his cane, so he could easily transfer to the next person faster than just a natural merging. Yeah. The merging could take years still. Really, we don't know. But I like the idea of. It's a mix of all the above, to where it stored time to where it actually was a time dilation.
Okay.
And it fast-forwarded Oscar through time, or reversed it, to the point he had a semblance, or had his aura back.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Sped his process of recharging his aura, or reversing to the point where he had an aura.
Yeah.
And therefore he could access the magic, or his semblance, or whatever, and that's what gave him the power to do that.
Yeah.
So it's probably either that gave him magic, or it reverted Oscar to a time where he could use magic, or something to that degree.
Yeah, because I think the magic with Oz as well is completely separate to aura and semblance as well. Yeah. So even though Oscar lost his aura, he could still use Ozpin's magic.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, and he hasn't discovered his semblance yet, but I don't think he would have been able to use his semblance with his aura broken, but he could use Oz's magic.
Yeah. Like, I don't think it was his semblance, because it was something so similar to we'd seen of Ozpin use.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be really something interesting when he finally does unlock his semblance,
But at the same time, when you have magic, is there even a point to using a semblance? Like,
that's true.
Cinder's a character that, she has a semblance, but she just uses her magic, so it doesn't really matter.
She relies on her maiden magic, Yeah,
so I agree with you that it is his magic, but I still like the idea of it just restoring his aura. Fast-forwarding him in time. Which might be a reason why Weiss doesn't use time dilation anymore, because it might have actually been an idea they retconned and gave to Ozpin's staff.
Maybe, I don't know.
Possibly. I don't know. But I also wouldn't be mad if that's the case, because I actually quite like that.
Yeah.
But we'll have to wait and see. I don't know where I can put this now. I'm just going to have it here.
We've jumped around the episode a lot.
We have. So I'm happy for you to mention something if there's anything on your mind.
I was just going to get the episode up on my phone because I haven't done that yet. Let's make sure the volume's down. So we had Juniper and Neo at the start there, basically. And of course, Neo got away with the
relic.
With the relic, yeah.
Gave it to Cinder at the end after she failed, and
Cinder just grabs it off her, and Neo's like, "Excuse me, I went to a lot of effort to get this relic."
Yeah. I'm very interested to see what that scene will entail too. Cinder returning to Salem, with the relic. Will she be pleased? Will she not be? I'd imagine Salem would be, because Salem's pretty forgiving of Cinder.
I also don't know if Cinder will join Salem just yet.
Maybe not. Cinder could always use the relic now before giving it to Salem, or something, or not even giving it to Salem. I don't know. I think Cinder still wants. I think the fact that she chose the relic over RWBY, I think does kind of prove that she still wants to be on Salem's side. She's just using Neo as a scapegoat to also do in RWBY.
Yeah, but I think also
which I think will really piss off Salem, because I think Salem wants RWBY alive because RWBY literally fuels Cinder's power.
Yeah,
and once Cinder gets rid of RWBY, what left will be left to motivate Cinder anymore?
Yeah, that's true.
I think Salem wants to keep RWBY alive just so Cinder can be at her strongest.
Yeah.
I think that's my personal 2 cents on that.
Yeah.
Well, there might be some other weird summer reason, I don't know. We'll see. Or silver-eyed reason, we don't know yet.
Yeah. So the fight with Penny, Winter, and Cinder, I thought was really good. I loved how they went outside, and just how that's been animated, and to see Atlas from that sort of point of view, because they're quite low below Atlas as well.
On literal the city that was built underneath, which I think a lot of people didn't realize. From the reactions I've seen,
Yeah.
But yeah, it was literally, if you look at Atlas, there's like an underground city almost that's popping out of the bottom. And yeah, that's where they were fighting.
Yeah.
Same thing with Oz. I didn't realize that at first when Oscar broke through the bottom, he literally broke through the bottom of Atlas and fell down the mantle.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was really cool.
Yeah.
The fight, awesome. I love again the Cinder about the power hungry.
Being power hungry. Yeah.
Again, tying into a possible poorish Cinderella background, which I really love. Again, a theory, but I think it's a pretty fair theory at this point.
Yeah.
A little hypocritical, but again, that's fine. People are hypocrites. That's just reality. I hate people who use they're a hypocrite, therefore it's bad writing. No, the character's a hypocrite.
No, yeah. I think also like what you were saying too with the Grim Arm and everything could also make her hungry for power too.
Well, yeah, she said back in Volume 3 that when she got the maiden power, where it was the maiden power or the Grim Beetle or whatever, that it was power like hunger. But she liked it. She liked that desperation, that hunger within her.
Yeah.
She back in like the black screen back in Volume 3, Episode 7.
Yes.
When she first got the maiden power.
Yeah.
So I love the callback to that as well.
It's a hunger, it burns. I like it. Yeah, it's a good callback to that actually.
I think a few people have missed. I like it.
Yeah, I like that too.
I love Penny charging in, the Grim Arm just stopping her.
Yes.
Just showing like how powerful that is. And
yeah.
I was curious what you think about the Grim Arm.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure you've seen like the side-by-sides of what the Grim Arm looked like in Volume 5 compared to what the Grim Arm looks now.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of things, yeah.
Like, the bones are gone. She probably like shit, like literally kind of like just like cut the bones off kind of thing to hide her arm better.
Yeah.
And then it's just like grown up her arm. Now, I personally think that could just be an aesthetic change, like a redesign. I don't necessarily think it's necessarily overtaking her. But I'm also not against the idea, because I do like that idea as well. Just because, like, eventually that's going to reach her eye, like, because her eye is damaged as well. So I'm curious what that will. Yeah. Because it's got the same side of her face, so I'm curious what that will.
Yeah, I think I do like that idea too, with it slowly sort of like overtaking her sort of thing.
But I do love. Okay, go ahead.
It was like Sailor said back in Volume 4. You need to make it fear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm now kind of realizing a few different things about that.
Hey, Night Walker, all good. Welcome in.
That's all right. So is everyone else apparently.
It's all good. We have some people lurking and watching. I think it's all good.
But I love because Cinder redrew her arm.
Yeah.
There's only one other Grim we've seen that does that.
Oh, the Knuckleaf. Was it? No.
No, it was. Oh, am I quiet? Actually, that's annoying. If I am.
No. Oh, is he?
Better?
I haven't noticed.
Is that better? Or I have no idea where the mic.
Don't do that. That sounds terrible. Hang on, let me open up my volume mixer here.
I think I have been quiet on the streams when I've gone back and watched them, but like maybe not on your end, but maybe it's on the recording's end.
Yeah, like he sounds perfect to me, but sometimes that can vary on the stream.
I think I have been quiet on the stream, so I'll try to be a bit.
I just turned him up a bit.
Okay.
Yeah. And Donnie's using a different mic as well, so yeah, I did. I have turned him up.
I'm trying to. Oh, I've now lost my damn train of thought. Where did the go?
Regrowing the arm.
The Geist. A Geist Grim.
Oh, the Geist. That's right. I forgot about the Geist.
That regrows its limbs. So I'm wondering if maybe it's a Geist Grim that's giving her the arm. And it's literally possessing her, but she has to have power and strength in order to possess it instead.
Yeah. For it not to completely possess her. I like that idea. That's cool.
I wonder if I'm curious if that's or it's just a Grim for its own creation. It's something completely different.
Yeah.
But if it is existing Grim, I like the idea for it being a Geist has possessed her, giving her an arm, and now she has to kind of have the constant willpower to kind of prevent it from overtaking her.
Yeah.
But I love. It was actually funny. I watched this episode. I'm thinking. I wasn't the biggest fan of Jessica Negri's voice acting.
Yeah. I thought a couple lines were a little off, but
and everyone was blowing up how much they loved it.
Oh, okay. Well, I love the screaming with the arm.
When it's common for me when I like something people don't, and people don't like something that I do. That's pretty common. And I go back and watch it, and I do like it. I do like her desperation stuff, and I do love when she regrew her arm and she was fighting Winter that last time. And I love just how pained and how desperate she felt.
Yeah.
Or how desperate she wanted to get freer. Like while the lines were a bit like voice cracking and a bit over the top.
Yeah.
I liked it was different. because that was my problem with last chapter, is that I felt Cinder was very, very same old Cinder, a very bit boring when she walked into the room with Winter. I was like, I kind of get what people were saying, same old Cinder, but this I actually like a lot better.
Yeah,
it was different, and it was arguably worse, but I just liked how different. And my favorite line, maybe this entire volume, was, "I have come too far to be stopped by some toy," and just the grunt. The grunt Manticore hitting her was just so...
Oh, it was so good. Yeah.
Like, shout out to Chris and the sound design for that as well, because just the impact was just... Loved it so much.
You keep talking, Max wants to be let out.
Yes, I'm getting up.
The sword play was alright, but I love like the summoning the sword and shooting it at Penny, and Penny had to catch it. I really like that detail. Winter having a Manticore was also really cool, which I believe someone said it was in the mansion at some point, probably in this volume, but I didn't notice any Manticore. Apparently, all the statues in the mansion might be summoned. So, like, Willow might be able to summon a King D2, and Weiss can obviously summon the Armagigas. So, I think there were some Beowulfs around there as well. It was a bit short. Like, the fight itself was a bit short. I think the episode again was a bit short, but again, the RWBY finales, that's just what they tend to be.
Yeah.
How like the fight was okay. Like the choreography, I thought the choreography was better last volume, but it was still pretty cool this one. I love it, like you said, like the going outside the settings, the shooting the fire sword.
Yes.
Was awesome. And that Winter having the Manticores or something. Manticore is my favorite Grim, so I love that.
Yeah, I love that bit too.
And I was thinking back, because apparently a Manticore was in the Shooting Manor at some point in this volume. I don't remember if there was a statue or a painting or something in the manor.
Oh, okay, there might have been.
The summons are featured in the manor. Obviously, apart from the Tusk and Lancer.
Yeah.
Which obviously White hadn't summoned till recently. But like obviously the Armagigas, the King G2 might be Willow summon.
Maybe.
If she has one. Then you got like yes, people have gone around like that. So I'm not sure if that's the case, but I'm interested if that is the case. But I like just the change of pace doing the air fight. It was just a nice breath refresher. It was something different.
Yeah, it was. It was really good.
Like, at the bottom of Atlas, like we said, is a really nice touch. Obviously, easily disposes of the Manticore, breaks Winter's aura, and Penny has to go in to save her. Like, my life doesn't matter. I disagree. Which I like that.
Yeah.
And, you know, again, like Winter's pretty lucky. Cinder could have just shot another fireball or could have kept doing it, but, you know, she's got a more important thing than killing Winter. You know, that's nothing to Cinder. She doesn't care.
No.
Penny could have gone to stop her, but I like that. Obviously, I like the fact that she went and saved it. Because obviously, I've said before, like, I love, like Penny and Winter is, like, kind of, like, not what I wish Weiss and RWBY was, but, like what RWBY and Weiss was back in the day. So I love Penny and Winter.
Yeah, I love their dynamic. It's a good.
Then we do get introduced to Freya.
Yes.
At this point, probably isn't Nora's grandmother.
No, but she had the same sort of haircut as Nora, but like I discussed in my reaction, they do reuse a lot of the same hairstyles and clothing and things like that. So it's just
it's not uncommon. Yeah, it's something they do quite a bit.
So they probably just reused Nora's hairstyle for her there. But yeah, I loved how, like, even though she's like suffering dementia, she does remember a lot, but she just like when Cinder goes to attack her with the green arm, she just stops her with her bare hands because I remember now. Protect the power of the Winter Maiden.
I do love that she wasn't just a throwaway character. I do like that she actually had some purpose and some strength. And like, you know, magic goes beyond the physical limitations of one's body.
Yeah.
Simply having a bit of mental strain on her.
Yeah, but she's probably had the powers for like 60 years or something. So,
and that's the cool thing, like tying into the idea that, like, you know, maidens have the potential to be all powerful, but it does take a lot of practice with the power to really be that strong. That's why Raven wasn't that strong. Well, Raven was very strong, but like Raven
probably hasn't had it.
Cinder hadn't had it for that while. Yeah, Raven's probably had it for 10 years or so.
Yeah,
but she's also in private. She would never use the powers because she was always trying to hide herself. Whereas Cinder has practicing, but was injured for a good couple of months.
Yeah,
she's got her powers, and, you know, has also been in hiding, so she hasn't really had that much opportunity to train with the full power for that long either. Yeah, we were teased that we would get some Nora backstory, and we didn't get it, so it's possible that it was pushed to next volume, which is a common thing in RWBY. Like, I'm never mad when that happens, because it'll happen eventually.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing I think that was teased that we haven't gotten. To a degree, I don't think. Like, stuff just gets pushed back. That's just the nature of the show, and I'm not mad about it. It'll happen.
It'll happen. Again. It's just they weren't able to fit it in.
Again, like everything. I said, Nora and Ren, of all characters, had so much character moments this volume that led to nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that it's just going to lead into next volume. We're going to get it next volume. It's just patience. A matter of patience.
Yeah.
I think we'll get there. Because they built them up a lot this volume for something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whether that's just Eddie and Kirsty just being like nice and giving the fandom, you know, let's establish the characters more. But I do think it's actually going to lead to something.
Yeah, I think it will, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. But obviously, we do see Freya and her power.
Yes.
Like the symbolism of, like, you know, winter and her gloves break, and then Penny looks at her, because Penny's hands have always been such a big symbolism for her and her humanity, lack of it. So I like that she looks at that, then jumps in because she can survive in the temperatures.
Yeah.
And stuff. We get the two consoling each other, Penny and Freya.
I love how Penny says, like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
She's so adorable.
It really goes to show her. This little scene showed, like again, like, she's meeting someone she just met, and you know, she could cry, would have, but can't, obviously, but, you know, was distraught when she died.
Yeah.
It just shows, it reinforces why Penny can be a maiden, and I don't want to go on this topic long, because I feel like it's so much simpler than people are letting on to be.
Yeah, well, we discussed earlier on in the podcast as well that we weren't sure if Penny would be eligible for it because she's got Pietro's aura, but I think what this just proves is that Nora is as much of her own person. Penny. Why did I say Nora? Penny is as much more of her.
Penny, but I always wish it was Nora as well, but I do love Penny.
Her own person, and to be able to be eligible for the powers. Though it also looks like, too, that Freya also physically transferred them to her. Not that we've seen... The only time we've seen powers and Maiden was with Amber and Cinder, which was different. Yeah. So we've only ever seen Amber and Cinder, which was different because Cinder already had half of the powers.
And we saw something of Cinder trying to get it from Raven, but that wasn't, again, similar, but again, different again.
Different. Well, and this looked like, Freya was actually transferring it to Penny in a way as well. But I still think it just proves, and also it's going to be a big thing for Penny moving forward as well, that she is more of a real person. She's not just a robot. She has a soul, and she is her own being, her own person. Yeah.
And that's my thing. It's as simple as that. She has the literal heart and soul of a girl. That's all she is. She believes she is. She was given the power. Again, also, she was probably built to be the original 4 Maiden before that didn't work out.
Yeah.
So the idea that she was able using it really, because that's been a theory for so long. So we really shouldn't have been that surprised, because that's always, we never questioned that in that theory.
Yeah.
But we questioned it here.
Yeah, I think because of finding out how Penny became to be was because Pietro transferred his aura to her.
It's not a matter of it doesn't make sense. It's not a matter of transgender. It's not a matter of anything like that. It's just that Penny believes she is a real girl. She believes she is a girl. She knows she's a robot, but, like, it doesn't matter. Like, again, just her nature. The fact that she went up to this woman she barely knew, comforted her, tried to help her, and was distraught when she died, despite never knowing her before, proves the kind of person she is.
Yeah. Nightwalker has a point as well that she was built to take, to contain aura rather than take, I think, but contain aura from other people, and that's how she was able to hold Pietro's aura.
Exactly. And again, like, my theory has always been that she was initially built to take the power from Amber, but something didn't work, that didn't happen, they didn't trust it, or she wasn't ready. Yeah. So they end up pure and said someone they thought they could trust and would be a better candidate, and then she got destroyed, and either was remade to where she could have done it, or she just was able to now because again, she's a robot, but it's not that simple in
I think with not really just being a robot, it's more the fact that her exoskeleton, of course, is all metal. Her being's all metal and wires and things, but her actual soul, her personality and everything isn't coding or anything like that. It's the aura that Pietro transferred into her.
That's why in theory she can't be hacked. There's no, like, she's just a metal frame. Yeah. But the soul is what controls her. It's what her. Yeah. It's what her mind is. It's what her move. It's what her bloodstream is. It's just the aura that does all that instead.
Yeah, exactly. Sense. Yeah, it's her being, her soul in a way is just being contained in this sort of metal being. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a soul in a metal shell.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is like Ghost in the Shell, I think. Is that Ghost in the Shell? I don't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, I think the fact that it's so complicated on the surface.
Yeah.
But it was so simple is the beauty of it. I love how beautiful simple it was. I love how it doesn't make sense to some people. I think that's so beautiful. I think that tells such a lovely story for Penny's character.
Yeah, I really love Penny's character.
And soul and all that stuff. I love how complicatedly simple it is.
Yeah. So I also think like from when we did the podcast prior to watching Chapter 1, like we wouldn't have even thought of the fact Penny becoming a Winter Maiden at all.
I know some people have mentioned it, but no, that was never in my.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that.
I think even last episode when Penny and Winter were in the same room with Freya, I don't think we necessarily. I think we might have mentioned it, but we were probably like, nah, probably not.
It was the same like with the Vanol as well. That it was always going to be Winter was going to be the maiden. She was the maiden candidate, sort of thing.
Which even then, most people didn't assume that would stay.
Yeah.
Most people go to Nora or go to Weiss.
Yeah.
Or Neo. Or Neo was another one people thought it would go to.
Yeah.
Or if she won. I mean Cinder there.
Yes.
Now I'm doing it. So
yeah, I think that moment as well with the music and everything, I really love that moment with Penny and Freya.
Yeah, just one more thing I wanted to mention, but I don't remember.
I really like the fight with Winter and Cinder there too, because of course Winter's lost her aura. She got injured, her hair was a mess, and she was all bruised and everything.
Sorry, RWBY does. This is to your. I'm saying on top here. I love that RWBY does this thing. Every volume, they get an effect. They get an effect or something that they love, and they always use it more than once.
Right.
It was Clover's blood last episode, and it was Winter's blood this episode. Exact same effect.
Yeah.
They did the groundbreaking effect.
Yes.
With Ironwood and Winter in Volume 3. They did the apparating effect in Volume 5 with the aura with the Grim.
Mm-hmm.
That effect they had with the Grim. I love when RWBY do that. They always find something like, let's use that more than once.
Hydrate.
I always love. Oh, son of a bitch.
No, don't drink. It's been sitting there for so long.
The sirs and madam said the exact same thing in their reaction.
Yeah.
That computers run better when cold. So use the Winter Maiden.
Yep.
I love that.
Yep. That's funny.
And I do like that we got our first confirmation, and we kind of should have gotten this when Raven got the Maiden powers, but we got confirmation that the Maiden powers color is aura based, not Maiden based.
Well, we'll discuss that in the boot cast as well beforehand, because we thought it would look weird if some, like for example, RWBY, her aura color is red, but her eyes are silver. Mm-hmm. Does that mean that her, if she was a maiden, hypothetically speaking, would her eyes then be red or silver?
I think I want to say red, but because silver eyes are magic, it might overrule that.
How about let's go with Pyrrha then? So if Pyrrha became the maiden, her eyes are green, her aura is red.
I would think her.
See, that's the other thing too.
Yeah, it does match. Yeah, because Cinder's flames are like yellow.
Yeah,
because her eyes are like a really vibrant yellow-red kind of thing. Freya's are blue, Amber's were orange.
Yeah.
But that was the same effect as Cinder's. That doesn't really count, I don't think, because that was the same effect.
That's the thing too. I guess we'll find out eventually. But yeah, I like the idea that's the same color, the aura, but also then that will be odd if their eyes are different colors. A lot of characters do have the same eye color as the aura, but not all.
Like Emerald has green, his color is green, but she has red eyes.
Yes.
Like I'm curious how that would work.
Yeah.
No, that's a good point. I'm glad that. So we got rid of the main aura color. Now we have eye color, aura color. Damn it! One problem replaces another.
Yes. Well.
One solution always causes another problem.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if we do get a maiden who has different eye color to their aura.
Well, I mean, I think. Well, again, you mentioned the Team RWBY. That's a good point because a lot of people are now again the idea that Team RWBY will all become maidens.
Yes.
Is still a prevalent idea. Again, I think it's still something that we don't agree with. I think.
Neo gets the power. She has one pink glowing and one brown glowing.
I always forget what color. I think Neo's color is pink. I think that's her actual aura color.
I don't think we've seen her aura break, have we?
No, we haven't. But
No.
I think that's the fan consensus. I think.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I do agree with that. Like, we don't think that RWBY will get the powers.
No.
Team RWBY. Yeah. Okay.
Unless it's like right at the end game.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well,
but...
I'm glad that we can agree on that. Of all things as well, I'm glad we can agree on that. Although we've been pretty good this stream so far. But the idea now, a lot of people are saying that, like, now, because again, all the maidens now are characters we know. So we assume the last maiden will be a character we know. Which could be, now I'm thinking about it, could even be like someone like Coco or Velvet.
Yeah.
Like, just because that we know they're in Vacuo, you know? But
it could be one of the other Vacuo teams as well from the Vital Festival.
Yeah, it could be, but there hasn't been I feel like that would be a bit of a stretch.
Because there was the 4-girl team that was from Vacuo.
True. I guess so, but I think we'll need a good volume or two to kind of build them up for that.
Yeah, and that just will be funny.
But I guess they did the same thing with Penny, but Penny was a bit more established before she died. But right now, all the maidens are kind of like...
You think one of the RWBY girls would get the powers, but not all of them? Yeah, I think endgame I could definitely see one or two of them, for
possibly.
sure.
Well, here's the thing I'm trying to say.
Hey, sorry.
No, you're fine. That all of the maidens currently are connected to a character at the moment. Obviously, Raven to Yang.
Yes.
So that could be a possible transition.
Yes.
We have Cinder to RWBY.
Yep.
That's a possibility. And now that we've gotten another bit of on-screen stuff with Weiss and Penny, I could see Penny transferring the power. Again, it makes more sense for it to go to RWBY, yes.
Yeah.
But I could also see it going to Weiss. I could, especially if that relationship is built upon.
Yeah. It'll be interesting what would happen if, unfortunately, Penny does get destroyed, where the powers will go.
And also, again, it might be one of those things, because Penny is an android, her power might not transfer naturally. It might just stay in the...
That's true. That's a good point.
It might not actually be able to transfer from her body physically. Or naturally, I should say. So, it might need the machine or her to literally give it to someone else.
Pietro did have to put more aura in after she was breaking at the Vital tournament, but I guess depends how damaged she may get.
Yeah. So I guess the idea of her aura would escape after she died. Yeah. I guess so. That's the point.
He said her core remained, so maybe a bit of aura was able to remain in the core.
Yeah, but
he still needed to.
Maybe the aura deactivated more than left.
Yeah, and he still had to.
It comes to interpretation.
Because he did mention earlier in the volume about how he didn't think he had enough aura to rebuild her if she got deactivated or destroyed again.
But I mean, right now, I'm again, while the Winter Maiden has now a target on Penny's back. Enough,
yes, it has.
I still could see, like, you know, I still think Pietro's now with Monstro around. I think Pietro likely dying, I think, is more possible.
Yeah.
Likely now that Monstro is the thing.
Yes.
back to my point. So we have Raven to Yang.
Yes.
Let's say Penny to Weiss, just for sakes.
Yeah.
And then to RWBY. Who does Blake get the power from?
Yeah.
So think to yourself, because I'm curious what you'll say. What young girl around Blake's age does Blake know that could become a maiden? That has been established enough in the show to where she could get a maiden power.
Well, Velvet and Coco are coming to mind.
Velvet and Coco is one. I'm thinking are a bit more relevant to Blake.
Of course. Oh my god. Her name's Ilya.
Yeah, Ilya.
Yeah, I had to think for a second.
Because they have teased that Ilya will return to the show at some point. They teased that in the Volume 6 commentaries.
So what was Penny's plan back at Beacon, that long-lost plot thread, ain't it? Yeah.
We didn't really know what Penny had a plan.
That's true. She had a plan. Yeah, to remain in Beacon. Yes.
Yeah, I'm wondering if, because I think Ilya's a character that I could see being a maiden. Yeah. I could see her being enough of an established character to return to the show, like Penny, to get, again, if Penny hadn't become the maiden, I probably would have said no, but the fact that Penny did, I feel like Ilya has enough clout in the show that Penny did to get the powers. And I feel like Ilya's also a character where her weapon and her fighting style isn't her main thing.
Yeah.
The fact that she would lose that for a maiden power, I think, is fine. And, like, Penny has always been literally like an Avatar-style fighter.
Yes.
The way she literally like metal bends her swords is very similar to using a maiden power. So that's why I don't mind. Whereas, like, again, if RWBY became a maiden, then I feel like she'd lose so much of her stealth with her scythe wielding.
Yeah.
Like with a dual katana or Yang of her gauntlets. Which Yang of her gauntlets could still work with maiden powers, to be fair.
Yeah.
And to a degree. But like Blake and RWBY, I just don't see getting those powers.
Yeah.
Because I just feel like it takes too much away from their fighting, which is such a big part of who they are. Whereas I could blend better of Yang and Weiss now that I'm thinking about it. So again, I could see possibly I don't know, I personally I made the idea. But I like the idea of Ilya possibly being the last, being the Summer Maiden.
Yes.
Possibility. If that doesn't already have a role with Summer or something else in the show when we get to Vacuo. Or Beacon, like the Summer Maiden could also be in Beacon, we don't know.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be in Vacuo, I'm saying.
Yeah.
So.
One thing we haven't spoken about as well is, of course, Oscar confronting Ironwood. You mentioned a little bit where he got shot there, but I think the fact that Watts is still alive, Ironwood didn't drop Watts. Yeah, he could shoot. Poor Oscar just showed just how much he's turned after seeing the Queen symbol, of course. That he's just done a complete flip.
Yeah, no, it really got to him, and you saw that in episode 11, and then seeing Salem, and it was the final straw.
It was.
You know? And again, I think if he did that before fighting Watts, he would have then killed Watts.
Yeah, I'd say so.
100%. I wouldn't necessarily say that. Yeah, like I'm not that you did, but I'm not saying that, like, he would kill Oscar, but he wouldn't kill Watts. No, I just think it was just the timing, it was the circumstances.
Yeah, and interesting too, like how he had said that when Oscar called in James, he goes, "No, it's not James, it's General to you."
I love that.
When back in like chapter 2, when Oscar was stumbling on what to call him, I'm pretty sure Ironwood said James because he was stumbling on what to call him.
He said, "Thank you, sir."
General.
Ironwood?
Yeah,
but James doesn't. Ironwood doesn't respond to that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
No. Again, and it's just the idea of like, it was just like I love Ironwood. I love Ironwood so much.
Yeah, and I
even
think
though he's an asshole, I love him. I love him as a character. I think he's one of the best characters written. And
also speech into this, as well as the song Fear as well. Yeah. But fear itself is worth a concern. Is who we become whilst in its clutches. We're proud of the person. And again, you understand why they did what they felt they needed to do. That so fits with what Ironwood has done now. That fear has gripped his heart. So he sent Winter off basically to kill Freya to get her powers, basically.
Yeah. Which he was mournful for. He didn't want to have to do that, but he just felt like it was necessary.
Still, he felt like it was something that needed to be done. And then, of course, to then be confronted by Oscar. It's also, I think, a bit ironic that Ironwood's basically the one who has got Ospen back now. His act in shooting Oscar, setting him off the edge there, is what has brought Ospen back. As well. So
and you even said there, like, again, like, and the last, like, it literally shows Ironwood when it says, "Or will the person staring back at you the thing you should have feared from the start?" Because that's literally again, he's the Tin Man. He lost his heart, just like Crow lost his mind in the last episode. You know, from a certain point of view. You know, or even I don't remember if we mentioned this last episode. I feel like I might have missed it, but how like all the Aesops are all their fables that hadn't come true. Like the hare, like, didn't learn, like Harriet was the Hare and the Rabbit.
Yes.
But she didn't learn from the lesson of slow down.
Yeah.
But that's what caused her to lose.
Yeah.
Marrow was too focused on his bone, or like the Gigas, to be worried about Weiss to lose.
Yeah.
Clover wasn't lucky, or lost focus from the fish, or whatever. I don't necessarily had that tied in. And the elm and the vine weren't relying on each other.
No, they weren't. No,
they weren't. They weren't relying. They were being selfish. They were being solo.
Yeah,
and that's what caused them to fail.
Yeah, so, that's again, interesting.
Same with the Tin Man.
Yeah,
again, he became the man about the heart.
Yep.
Just like Leo was a coward. Just like Crow, again, in an instant made a wrong decision and lived to regret it. And that's not a fault in the writing. That's just a fault in his character.
That's in his character, absolutely.
And he's going to live with that, or not. I hope he lives with that. I hope he doesn't die.
Well, as it says, like, the fear of growing close to someone, he showed that shot with Crow, and then when it said...
That hit me when I saw that, like, fuck.
Yeah.
That was
rough. And then it was like, as more people depend on you, those fears take on a greater power. That also showed there Crow, and he had Clover's pin, and Robin consoling him. Yeah, I love that shot.
Which Which, by the way, I remember seeing so many people like, oh, they should capitalize on Crow and Clover and give out merch. And when they did, everyone gave them shit for it. Like, you asked for this. Yes, it was a bit late, but it still doesn't matter. Buy it to remember that. Buy it to remember the good times. Their relationship was still a thing. Just because Clover is dead doesn't mean that it's like they didn't do it. They didn't kill Clover out of any sort of, did they think it through enough? Possibly not. But they didn't do it out of like.
Well, I feel like it was something planned, like how Pyro was always planned to die. I think this was also another thing.
They never actually confirmed it because that would have been so much worse.
Yeah,
that's why they were being vague.
Yeah,
so it would have been worse if they did actually come out knowing they were going to kill him. So I was like, okay, let's
it's
not.
Sad, but I'm really interested to see how Crow goes on through this as well.
Yeah, like I am really curious now. And again, Again, I always love for characters to have more reason to be involved with the plot. I've said it 100 times to characters like Weiss and Blake. They need something to kind of really affirm themselves to why they want to fight Salem.
Yeah.
And again, while Crow he's always been fighting Ozpin. He wants revenge for Summer or whatever has always driven Crow. This is just another spoke to the tire.
Yeah.
Or spoke to the wheel.
Yeah, he was getting close to him and then, he's gone. Yeah.
See, because now we're going to get James versus Crow next volume, assumingly, because now, as maybe short-sighted as it is, considering what Clover has said, he does want to now go kill James.
Yeah,
he blames James for it, and he might eventually realize it before the end and stop himself and blame himself instead.
I think we're definitely going to get a confrontation between him and Ironwood at some point.
Yeah, I love that too. The comparison of Ironwood and Penny. Penny is more hot than Ironwood. I love that.
Yes. Well, she is Pinocchio.
I keep thinking of something, then it loses.
It loses it.
I did say how many times throughout this volume did I say that I wanted to see Crow? I didn't want to see it, but I assumed Crow would eventually have a relapse. This is not how I expect to happen, but this is if you will. I assume the next time we'll see him, he'll probably be drinking once he's out of jail.
Well, I'm not. I hope really this is just another thing which will help him. Well, yeah, we'll see how he goes.
I'm not saying like a long-term thing. I'm saying like one act of idiocy. And another thing I'm curious with, and again, this is reaching, but I also think that Chloe and Clover was a bit reaching at first. So so would you be mad if Crow and Robin now became a thing after Crow and Clover did?
No, I wouldn't be mad.
Okay, because I feel like that would piss off some people. Some people would find. Well, I guess you're biased. So I guess it wouldn't annoy you.
No.
But, I imagine some people would find that really insensitive.
A lot of people were. Yeah,
I think it would be.
That's it. A lot of people are thinking that Crow is bisexual. So yeah, I could definitely see maybe a thing.
He's shown interest in women, from what I can remember.
Yeah, he has.
He's shown again, shipping or not, but definitely had a very close connection with Clover.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
Either relationship wise or friendship wise, but again, let's for the sake of this say, relationship wise.
Yeah. I definitely think there's something there, but whether or not we'll see it, I don't know.
This is just Robin comforting someone who lost a friend. Like that doesn't mean anything. But at the same time,
Nightwalker. Poor Oscar. Last year he was a simple farmer. Now he has to save the world from two gods and his crazy ex-wife.
I love how come into his own Oscar has become, and I'm so proud of him.
Yeah, I'm so proud of him too. Yeah, I think it was really good to have this time away from Oz to really become his own person and make his choices and what he feels is the thing to do without Oz nattering in his ear. So I think that was really good. I'll be interested now to see how they go together.
What did you think of Jean in this entire volume?
I would have liked to see more of him, but I definitely feel I don't know. We haven't seen a lot of Jean, but I really liked what we have seen of him. Like, of course, in chapter 3. I love chapter 3 when he was like, oh, that's do the falling strategy, earning strategy.
I love the Vomit Boy reference in chapter 10.
Yes, I love that too.
The Trex.
Yeah, when he was like, ooh. I also liked, of course, with the thirsty mums.
Yeah, that's true as well.
Yeah, I love how he's just been,
and even the moment in the crowd with the getting everyone in line during episode 10, that was also really good.
That was really good. Yeah, he's He's definitely coming forward as more of a leader. Like, I really like how even back like in, I think it was chapter 4 when Oz called the leaders of the group, so it was of course John and RWBY. We also saw them at the start of chapter 3 doing the debrief as well. So I really
mentioned now that you've mentioned all that, I think that Jean's role this one was a bit subtle, but now that you mentioned all the things he has done, I actually think back. Oh no, he actually did quite a bit. Actually, it was just a bit more. It wasn't as in your face. It was a bit more subtle.
It was a subtle leader in the background, sort of thing. So because RWBY was very much at the forefront.
Especially if next volume is going to lead into more Juniper redemption arc. Like Juniper want to redeem themselves, want to prove themselves that they're worthy. Of being in this, as good as Team RWBY. Because again, people have made the argument that again, I don't agree with this. People have made the argument that Juniper was fighting for 6 months, on the road to Mystery, whereas Weiss and Yang were doing nothing, or even Blake were doing nothing. So why are Juniper still so far behind? Which I don't mind, but I would like that idea of them getting better.
Yeah.
Or proving themselves better.
They need to work together more as a team, but at the moment there's a bit of fracture, especially with Ren and Nora.
Well, again, too, they've obviously been fractured ever since, without Pyrrha.
So they haven't really worked. Like, they work together well with RWBY, but
and that's the thing. Whereas right now they're working with Oscar, someone they're only just getting used to, and to everyone on Twitter who is, and I love Penny, I really do, but to everyone on Twitter who was saying Juniper finally has their P, they've had a P the entire volume.
Yeah, with Oscar,
even
absolutely.
Intro, it was there.
Yeah.
Do not disrespect my farm boy. How dare you? That being said, I'm also not mad if Penny does, but I'm just saying Oscar's still there.
Yeah.
The reason why I brought that up after the Oscar talk, Jean, was because I still always in my mind have this back of my mind idea that Jean was meant to be the one to be inherited by Ozpin, and everything Jean has done, everything Oscar has done, Jean was done, but because of fan BS, they brought in Oscar instead to take that role. And I feel like that's pretty far-fetched.
I think that's a bit far-fetched.
I agree, but I just can't get that idea in my mind, so I keep thinking, okay, so what did John do if he didn't do the Oscar stuff? But now again, like I said, you have like corrected me. Like, he did actually do quite a bit.
Yeah, he has done a few things in this volume. Absolutely. Yeah, I loved him in this volume. That he's sort of like, now that he's actually an official huntsman as well, and I just love that bit with the escorting the kids to school and things like that too. Yeah. Lost him in that happened.
Well, yeah, I guess. Well, yeah, going into next volume, Oscar might be cut off from the group for a while, depending on what it does, because Oscar's obviously down in Mantle, whereas the other group's kind of flying away, probably to turn back, but we don't know that for certain.
I'd also like to, and I mentioned this in my reaction with Kaylee, that they may have lost the relic, but they've now gained a maiden. Yeah.
That's true. But the relic still has a question, and now I'm really curious to see what that will be.
It would be interesting if maybe Cinder uses that. I'm not sure she knows if Salem told her about the relics and the powers they have. If she had, then Cinder might actually use that. I wonder what question she would ask.
What do you think? Do you think Emerald, Mercury, and Hazel are still just back at the hideout? Or do you think they're coming with Salem to some degree?
I think they might be coming along with Salem, but in like a ship separate to the whole Green Whale.
They were out of this entire volume. I feel like it's probably a disservice to have them out of 2 volumes completely.
Yeah.
I mean, you can always flash over to them while the Alice stuff's going on. But
it wouldn't make sense to leave them at the Grim Palace.
No, I wouldn't think so.
No.
I've even seen some people suggest that the palace is on the whale's back.
I did think that, but
I doubt it.
I don't think so, because we've seen the back
the
in.
Not that big. The whale's big, but it's not Atlas.
It was in volume 6, I believe. We saw the Salem's palace, or whatever you want to call it.
It was on solid ground.
It was definitely on solid ground, but
the whale could still come out of like.
It could be.
Like, what if like the whale itself is the pools that all the little bales are coming out of? But the whale's like was underneath the ground. That's the pools of stuff. Actually, funny. At my work, there's like a crack in the ground.
Yeah.
I work at a bakery. There's like a crack in the ground, and literally like black tar or oil keeps coming out of it. I have no idea what the hell it is. And it just and now I'm just realizing, it's like the Grim Pool.
That's like the Grim Pools. Oh no.
I have Grim in my bakery. I won't say which one. You guys
the sack crawling out of the cracks. Oh dear.
But it just reminded me of that. It's pretty funny.
I just had a thought too. Of course, Hazel, Mercury, and Emerald could go to Vacuo and start setting the scene there while Salem's busy at Atlas. Because
what if the Beringles were sent with those guys to Vacuo?
That's possible.
But we didn't see the Beringles of the whale.
Yeah, I think the triangles are following Salem, but we just didn't see them amongst all the flying groom.
The only reason I bring this up because I still feel like Emerald would use the last question just because of the whole Aladdin thing. I still think that's a possibility, but I could be completely wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. Even if they were coming with Salem, I don't know what they would be able to do while this is going on. So to me, it also makes a bit more sense that they will go maybe to Vacchio to start setting the scene there while Salem's busy.
Yeah, starting to get the sword.
Yeah. Possibly. That's it, because Vacchio was meant to be the next target, so maybe she sent them there to start setting the scene there while she's busy destroying Atlas and whatnot. So I
had a theory. I wonder if because obviously like you got to think like okay, well, the whale's not just going to win. You know, how is the whale going to be destroyed?
Yeah.
So Silver Eyes, it's probably too big for the Silver Eyes, especially just Ruby. Maybe Ruby and Maria, or Maria can't use Silver Eyes.
I don't think they will be able to destroy it. They might be able to slow it down.
So like maybe Penny with the maiden powers, but she just got them. So I don't think that's the case.
I don't know how they're going to take it down.
Going to defeat this thing, and I'm curious. What if Atlas is like in itself a massive airship? It has like just a massive cannon that comes out of the island and it shoots it down. Like I could honestly see that as being a thing. Kind of like how the Colossus came out of
No, Penny's not going to get in. Neil.
No,
could happen, but no.
Who's going to lose an eye?
But she uses the maiden powers from inside the. Ruby's not losing an eye.
I've also seen some people say, "What if Penny self-destructs within the whale?" And that's what destroys it. I've seen that. But yeah, I'm curious if because how the Colossus came out of the mountain.
Yeah.
Cordovan's android. Oh, android's a bit of an understatement. Cordovan's Colossus came out of the mountain. Like, what if something like that? It's like a big cannon can come out of Atlas. So it wouldn't surprise me if Atlas went that far to make Atlas literally almost like an airship.
But Katie mentioned something during reaction was that if they, I don't know how they would evacuate Atlas and Mantle in time, but if they just dropped Atlas and the impact of Atlas dropping on the ground would create almost a bomb sort of effect, a shock.
Yeah, that's possible. That might be like a last-ditch effort.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I could also love the idea of them Salem somehow being under the island and they just cut it and it just drops on Salem and so there's Astro Boy or Captain Marvel. I prefer Astro Boy. Let's say Captain Marvel. Her ways up through the island. He's like, excuse me.
Oh god. But it would be funny if Vinewood actually had the staff of creation. Salem rocks up and then the Atlas just zips into the sky. Bye. And of course,
that might even I don't know. I really
because Vinewood doesn't have
Penny might rush back to get the staff just to get the island out of the way of the Monstro, but they probably don't have the time. Monstro's that close. I don't know if they have the time to do that.
No. Don't know what they're going to do. It'll be interesting to see. Lots of depth.
I do love the consistency of the vaults always being having long drops.
Yes.
Cinder falling to the water and obviously Oscar literally falling through the earth.
Yeah.
At the underside and then free falling. It was so funny when I first saw that. I thought he teleported or went to a different dimension or something.
I thought for a second it was like a dream or something almost.
Yeah, because it reminded me of Salem when she fell in her flashback.
Yeah.
But obviously it's they're because the rocks weren't amazingly textured.
Yeah.
It wasn't obvious to me that those were rocks from the ground.
Yeah.
But obviously it blew through the foundation and kind of fell.
Yeah, I really loved the scene though with the sunrise because of course the sun has just risen as well. With all the pink clouds and everything, it's so pretty.
It was quite beautiful. And the second I saw the red flash in the background, I was like, oh no.
And the thunder, here comes Salem!
I saw the red flashes and I'm like, oh, I know what this is.
With the clouds as well, before we see the whale, it actually looks like the outline of Salem's face as well, with her hair.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
It's like a little spider web hair and stuff.
Yeah, it actually looks like her face as it's coming towards her. And then when you see it with the giant whale and her standing on it, she has arrived.
When we talked about them, I'm like, man, if I did know there was a Volume 9, I would have actually thought this could have been almost Endgame. This seems how are we getting it again? I'm glad it's not, because I want to see a few. I don't want the first time we meet Salem to be her end.
No.
Again, it's similar I want Yang and Neo. I want Yang and Blake. Yang and Mercury. I want all, now I want Juniper and Neo again. I want all these.
There's so much
Pro-Series 3 really bad.
Yeah.
I really want to see how these characters build up, and I do predict as well that Tyrion and Crow will die in that fight. They both will die in that
fight. Yeah. Well, either
the
one.
Whole Scorpion Frog thing. I think that they'll both die in that fight.
I hope Crow doesn't, but
not for that probably won't be for volumes though.
Yeah,
that'll be like very end game, I think.
When Stellan doesn't destroy Atlas, she takes it over through fear and gets Atlas become a human army.
Like she doesn't destroy Atlas and she just becomes like a dictator almost.
Yeah,
that'd be really interesting. I think a really nice swerve. Because I think a lot of people assume that Montrose is just gonna take a cookie bite out of Atlas and just destroy it or whatever. So I'm really curious to see how it goes in there. One thing we didn't touch on obviously was, like you said, like Cinder and Winter were fighting. Winter gets bashed. Anytime a character gets beaten up, especially a female, and her hair doesn't fall out, it's always a disservice. It's always love when a character gets beaten up.
But actually to see Winter so disheveled and beaten as well is just...
The best example of that is like Katara from Avatar Airbender. Whenever she gets insane, her hair falls out, and it's always so awesome. So I'm glad they did the same thing with Winter.
Yeah.
Because I thought, again, like I've seen, like I feel like that should happen to Weiss at times. A few characters like that, I feel like, in RWBY. So I'm glad they actually did it with Winter.
Yeah.
And it's always one of the things because like her hair isn't textured amazingly. Like it's a bit of a rush job to kind of just have it because it was like just for one scene. But as an artist who sucks at line art, who's great at detailing, it's my perfect kind of recipe of I can make Winter's hair look really good. And I plan to eventually.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to that. She has what sketch the ZTTs. I mean, that's also possible. They could still hack. They could finish the tower themselves and get it.
Well, that's the thing, because I think, when he was at the tower, he was trying to find something. I think he wanted to broadcast.
Just like the main communication controls or whatever, or the main power source or something. So
well, the people at Atlas now know there is Salem who controls the Grim. So now that she's rocking up, at least they know of her. It'll be interesting to see how that all goes.
Yeah. But I think, and that only just happened, so she might not even be aware that the world knows of her.
Well, no, she may not be aware.
She might be coming in thinking she's going to announce herself to the world, only to realize that Atlas already knows about her.
Already knows. Yeah. I just don't see Atlas winning this. I
don't see Atlas winning this. No, but I don't see.
Because we thought originally Haven was going to fall and didn't, but I think definitely Atlas is going to be destroyed out of this. Hopefully people are able to get out, but I think it's gonna fall.
Yeah, it's like with Beacon, only the school fell, but the city survived.
Yeah.
With Haven, everything survived, and now this time, I think it's possible that everything will go to crap. And also, I saw a really cool tweet. I don't know if I retweeted it or not, because I don't think I had the RWBY spoiler in the tweet, so I didn't retweet it. But it was the idea that Ironwood and Leo both turned bad in the Great War. Who was the bad side in the Great War? It was Atlas and Mistral, and I'm like, and it was just the Joey face. I'm like, that's such like weirdly good foreshadowing.
Yeah.
That was Atlas and Mistral that turned bad. Whereas
now
I'm really curious how
with
Theodore in Vacuo. Now instead of the CCTV being used, I think that's a possibility now.
Yeah.
So I'm really curious because do we know who Theodore's meant to be inspired by? I guess maybe the Scarecrow. Maybe Crow was in the Scarecrow and Theodore was actually the Scarecrow, but I don't think so. I don't know any of Wizard of Oz characters that Theodore can represent, off the top of my head at least. Because we have the Tin Man, we have the Scarecrow, we have the Wicked Witch, we have the Good Witch, we have Ozpin himself, or the Wizard of Oz, Tin Man, Scarecrow.
I don't know.
And Theodore could be Dorothy, but I assume that's RWBY, or Summer was, or whatever.
Yeah. There's definitely been sort of references with RWBY being, of course, Dorothy, which makes sense for a lot of things. Because she's still Red Riding Hood, but she also...
Well, yeah, characters really kind of like multiple inspirations for sure. But another point I really wanted to mention Winter was the when Weiss and Winter entered the scene with Freya, Penny, and Cinder and Winter. I said a lot of names there. I don't know if I said any of them correctly. I just jumbled out names and hope they came out correctly.
Yeah.
Obviously, Winter's reaction to
Cinder. Yeah, what did you... sorry, to Weiss. Yeah, what did you do?
Yeah. But then obviously it's like Cinder's like immediately kind of like shocked to see RWBY.
Yeah.
Then getting fight, and RWBY just instantly kind of instinctually lets out the silver eyes. And this is another thing I've seen some people be contentious about.
I think it's just I love that shot, sort of like look at Cinder's face as well when she realised RWBY was there, and then just the close up on RWBY's face with the eyes, and like, yes, go RWBY.
I like that RWBY again was like, yeah, I mean, after seeing what she did with Salem, it's obviously that RWBY isn't going to put anyone shit anymore. She's going to be confident. She's going to be, mwah, winter.
But I also like how RWBY, fell to her knees afterwards. Like, it still took a lot out of her.
After just fighting with Aesop's and all that stuff, it still took it out of her.
Yeah, that too,
And while you would argue that, well, RWBY is powered now, she knows how to use the Silver Eyes, wouldn't have had to do more than Cinder. But again, she used
no, okay, the bot didn't like that, but there you go.
Yeah, no, exactly. But I will say that I'm kind of a little not upset. Like, I would have liked, because obviously this is the first time that RWBY saw Cinder's Grimarm.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yes. Yeah.
So I would have wished maybe RWBY will kind of talk more about that next volume.
Well, with Maria, because remember they had the chat in volume 6.
As if this would be a big moment.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It still could be, because again, RWBY could come back later and be like, I didn't even mean to use my Silver Eyes. It just happened. But that's because, and then she kind of realizes what she actually saw. Yeah. And kind of put it together. That I think would be fine. But just in the moment, as of right now,
I'm wondering how Maria have a chat, because I remember back in volume 6 when RWBY had said, but my Silver Eyes affected Cinder, and Maria's like, was there something that you were missing? Yeah. So now she'll probably might even have that chat with Maria and say, well, actually, I know why.
I like that.
Yeah.
But to the point is, like, again, shouldn't have Cinder been hurt more? Because obviously the apathy got obliterated last time she used the Silver Eyes.
Well, I think she just managed to hightail of it pretty quickly.
And like the Leviathan got turned to stone. But again, you think back to when she used the Silver Eyes back in Haven.
Yeah.
It only like stunned Cinder then.
Yeah. She's still not fully grim yet, so
it only stunned her. Like, it didn't destroy it. Like, again, like, because some people like shouldn't have it obliterated her arm, or shouldn't have turned it to stone. And I'm like, no, because this time it only stunned her.
It only stunned her.
We don't know that RWBY Silver Eyes made Cinder lose her arm and her eye. I assume it didn't.
I'm thinking when she first used her eyes back in Volume 3, that was a completely different animation as well. But I think that was the first time ever unlocking her powers, and just the amount of grief that she had then. She hasn't experienced that again with her eyes yet. So, because it is all tied to her emotions as well. So,
it was the same thing when she first unlocked her power properly with the apathy. It obliterated them. But every other time, it's either been just stone or stun.
Yeah. It depends on the Grim, I think, and also the emotional connection that she has at the time too. With this particular scene, she didn't have that emotional connection. No one was in danger. No, it was
just an instant, very weak, just kind of flash.
I think it was more like a flash, and Cinder hightailed it out of there. So I think that was more what it was, because she wasn't like, no one was in danger of being hurt in that. So she just was able to.
It was, and again, it was the first time she used her eyes selfishly. She didn't use the eyes in order to, like, she had anger on her face. Like, so I wonder if that would be brought up with the fact
she's more determined than anything in this case, that she just let it go.
Purpose, like, I wonder if Maria also will almost scold her. You used your eyes.
No.
You didn't use your eyes to protect life. You used your eyes in that moment just to be angry. And look what it did. It did nothing. It didn't hurt Cinder. It didn't. Well, it all did just cause her to flee.
In a way.
I'm not saying that Maria actually angry, but I'm just like, because again, that was also a point. In that moment, it wasn't done to protect. Like,
well, in a way, it was though, because Cinder actually prepared to fight. She had her flames out. She was ready to fight them, and RWBY's like, "No, bish."
Just in that moment, to me, I agree that it definitely can be rationalized like that.
Yeah.
But I just think in that moment, it was more just like
there's no one actually.
It was just instinctual. She didn't think about it.
Yeah, it just happened.
That's why it almost didn't do anything.
Yeah, I think because it didn't have that emotional connection behind it either, but she was able to just do it, which was great, because she's been trying to work on it, like we saw in previous chapters, that she struggled to actually do it on purpose. But in this instance, she was able to do it so calmly as well, just,
Yeah, Winter did get pretty wrecked.
She did, she did, yeah.
Which, again, I always thought that was going to happen. There's no way Winter would actually beat Cinder. I never in my mind.
I'm glad she didn't die, but we knew she wasn't going to win against Cinder.
Yeah. And she's still on Ironwood's side for now. She still is on Ironwood, which, again, I think is fine.
So, interestingly, like in a message to Ironwood, she just said, it's gone.
It's gone. Yeah.
She didn't say, Penny has it now, or it's gone to Penny, or something like, just, it's gone.
No. She was still trying to do the right thing in her own way.
Yeah. No, she's gonna have to.
I'm curious if Winter will actually keep that scar. I'm curious. If she, obviously, it's symbolic that she would, but I wouldn't guarantee that she will.
No.
Because again, what makes a scar and what makes a cut, I have no fucking idea. So I don't know. I never know why a scar forms compared to where it heals. So I don't know. I got a cut in my arm, not a scar on my arm.
I think also it depends if they got the injury and their aura was broken. But I don't think Weiss's aura was broken back in the white trailer. But I just wonder, like, if they keep the scar, if it happened after their aura was broken.
She might not even really had her aura at that point. We don't know. I mean, I assume she did, but she might not have.
But they,
Sure.
Yeah, it's just a
I
thought.
Again, aura might not have been fleshed out back then. How aura?
No,
works.
I don't think so.
So that's also another point. Yeah, but I love Winter and Jesus Christ, Weiss and RWBY both going and consoling.
Yeah. And Weiss not wanting to leave Winter because she was injured, but then understanding, of course, they're taking their different paths and
call back to episode 5.
Yeah,
they both have to choose their own way and go their own way.
Yeah,
about stuff.
And I love how Penny went with them rather than stayed with Winter too.
Yeah, I do really like that as well, and I love, like I said, the moment where the three of them all kind of console each other. And Pietro's looking on as a proud father.
I love that.
So, like, Juniper looking distraught because they failed. They got to do better next time. Yeah, it was quite rough, and then like, and I love Cinder, like, like the fear of failure, and she's just like frustrated. She's so desperate now. Like, she's just, like I said, she's losing her mind more and more as the
Yes.
Again, group related or not, or just mentally.
Bad bloody time, bot. You have not been posting at all. It hasn't posted any of the timers since we started. It seems to do that with the Corner Remnant streams. I don't know why.
That's possible, Walker, that Winter becomes the next general. I think she's currently second in command, so I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, that would make sense, yeah.
And I'm curious too with Watts being in jail and Tyrion obviously still being out there, and even Jacques being in jail too. I'm wondering.
Oh, yeah.
And that's another thing too, like the whole Schnee family thing wasn't wrapped up at all.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see what that leads into, especially now with this Grim invasion, like how Willow and Whitley are going to react to this.
Yes.
Or again, Jacques and Watts both still in prison, and then will Tyrion can't break them out, or like, I'm really curious in regards to that. I'm also curious too. I know Ironwood mentioned Hazel just out of, like, the one other person they had mentioned.
Yeah.
Well, I almost want to see Hazel versus Ironwood now.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That would be an interesting fight, actually.
But I'm curious, how much longer Ironwood really has. Will he? Because will he redeem himself at this point? I don't know.
I think he's gonna die, probably trying to save Atlas.
Yeah, I assume so. Yeah. We also got, obviously, we've got we got the song Until the End, which I don't remember too much of because it was kind of during Ozpin's speech. I didn't really get
Until the End.
I was too busy focusing on Ozpin's speech.
Yeah, well, there's some lyric videos up there because you do miss it a lot, but it was written by Casey and I really love it. It's a beautiful song. Yeah, dies of a heart attack. But Fear was amazing. I love Fear, and it's very good summary of the volume as well and what happened.
I love that everyone kind of thought that the theme of this volume would be like trust. But
yes.
I think essentially really was fear.
The enemy of trust. I thought that's very clever how the chapter 13 was titled The Enemy of Trust.
What did we had a prediction for the episode 13 title. I don't remember what it was.
No, but I know that the common theme throughout the volume to me was about doing what you felt was right. And that still ties in with fear as well. And the decisions you make.
Didn't we say like what we felt was right, or our way was last volume? There was something similar. I think we predicted it would be something similar to that. Like
I'm not sure. Sorry, I can't remember.
Yeah, damn, it's annoying.
But yeah, I thought it was very interesting too that we're kind of right with the theme of doing what we felt was right, but it all came down to the decisions you make when you're confronted by fear. And
and what fear does to you. No, but I really liked Fear a lot. I love it. The lyrics in the song is pretty simple. I just love the score. I love the background. It's just so. It reminds me of something. It reminds me of so many different, like, if you're doing it from my childhood, this is like a similar vibe and stuff to it.
I'm really looking forward to getting all of Until the End because that was really pretty, and of course it's written by Casey.
Yeah,
which is amazing.
I think because I looked at it, I've got 9 songs this volume that were in, which I think is the most we've ever gotten in a volume, which I didn't.
And some of them we've got a couple minutes worth of them too. Yeah. So yeah,
because there's Trust Love. We did the same thing last week. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Trust Love.
Touch the Sky, which we only got one verse of.
Brand
New Day, which we got a fair bit of. Then there was Celebrate and Let's Get Real. So I was rewatching Chapter 6. So Celebrate is when they first walk into the political party. There are 2 different songs.
Really?
Yeah. So Celebrate. I
know Let's Get Real. I didn't see this. I'm looking up the credits now. I didn't realize the Celebrate thing.
Yeah, the Celebrate. So Celebrate was when they first walked into the party.
Yeah,
And then after Marrow's chat with Robin, when they're counting down the final minutes, then it's Let's Get Real and Tell Me It's Not Love. That's the other song. So yeah, there's those 2, which sound very similar, but on the soundtrack they may be different, of course. But yeah. So there's those 2.
That's really surprising, actually.
Yeah, because we when Katie and I were looking at the songs, we didn't know where Let's Get Real fitted in, but yeah.
Oh, really? You didn't recognize?
No, we thought it was called Trust Love when we originally heard it. We thought that Celebrate and the Let's Get Real were the same song because they sound very similar in the same episode. So,
and Kaylee thinks she's good at music.
Hey,
sorry,
I haven't heard anything about Let's Get Real until the credits, but we thought it was all one song called Trust.
Okay, yeah,
Love,
so I thought Santi's bit was just the male, like I thought Celebrate was just Santi's bit and Let's Get Real, but no, it's his own.
It's a separate song. Yeah. Very much like Shine, I think, yeah.
Yeah, I think Let's Get Real was like, meant to be like a Shine.
No. Celebrate to me is Shine.
Oh, I think Let's Get Real.
I guess we'll find out, but yeah.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, those 2 songs. And then, of course, we had Hero, War, Until the End, and Fear.
Yeah, so I don't think we're getting any new songs.
No, we'll probably get at least 1 or 2 remixes and an acoustic, and that will be it.
Yeah, I imagine so.
I don't think we'll get any new songs.
I'm just thinking, is there any song from Volume 6 I'd like to get an acoustic for? Yeah, I'm sure Robin will prove Crow's innocence with her semblance, and also she was there. She was passed out, but I think her semblance.
Yeah.
Again, I personally, because I think again framing Crow is a bit obviously not going to lead anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, at the same time, Crow's also
Tyrion just did it just to cause mayhem, and more fact that you teamed up with me, but now look what you've done. You've killed Clover.
Yeah. I think Tyrion saying that was more just a tease.
Yeah.
More than actually framing him, because again, and Crow's already arrested. He's already.
Tyrion saw the authorities coming.
He's already wanted. So it doesn't matter whether he killed Clover or not. He would have gone to jail regardless.
Yeah, but even more so now.
Yeah, so I'm very curious to see where that leads to. I'm just so afraid now if Robin and Crow become a thing that's just going to piss some people off, and it shouldn't. But I'm sure it will.
Well, I always thought they may have had a bit of a thing, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, it is funny. I remember some people saying that I've seen people say that Penny was basically a replacement for Weiss. Everyone wanted what Weiss and Penny had. This volume was what just had this volume was what people wanted Weiss and Winter to have. I want some people to say that what Crow and Clover had is what people wanted Crow and Winter to have. So I think there's a lot of relationships in this volume that were different from what a lot of people expected.
Yeah,
people really have to learn to separate what should happen or what does happen and what your headcanon is, and realize that they're different things, and you can't get mad just because you're headcanon. Again, I was even thinking about this last night. If you don't like the show RWBY, but you somehow like the characters, because that somehow makes sense, then go support fan writers, go support fan fictions, go support YouTubers, go support those people who, again, Rooster Teeth isn't going to care if you're one viewed, if you go watch your one active view you give them. Go support smaller people who write fan fictions for a living. Go support them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's support RWBY as a whole. If you don't like the show, don't. And this is something that I'm sure people are going to again. Thank God, not too many people watch this. But well, I guess live because people watch it in their posts. To be fair, but people who make a living off saying when RWBY is going to end is basically you're just predicting when your relevance is going to end. Because the second you get proven right, no one's going to care about you anymore.
No.
I'm sorry. I don't mean that towards anyone in particular. I honestly don't. I don't give the time of day to any of those people. I just thought that a few weeks ago, and I thought if I hadn't mentioned it in volume so far, I wanted to mention it now.
Yeah.
I think that's really funny. Because the second you're proven right, well, there goes your career. sorry.
That's true, Nightwalker. Yeah.
Yeah. Not to say Ironwood is right, but maybe getting Atlas away from Sam is not full. Well, again, I don't think it's a bad idea, but it's again And again, that wasn't the problem people had. It was the problem that they were abandoning Mantle to do it. You know,
yes.
if they took the time to tune the evacuations, maybe they could.
Well, they're not going to have time now.
A good point I read on Reddit was that if they do that, yeah, they'll be out of sound's reach and they'll be fine.
Yeah.
But they need gravity dust. They're gonna need supplies eventually. They're gonna need.
Yeah, they won't be able to stay out there for too long.
And yes, like the food supplies will be fine, but how long will they last? The people will be fine because the climate. How long will that last? Like that's not unfortunately it's not an end goal plan.
Yeah.
It's just a temporary solution. So. Yeah, I'm curious if that will still if that will still play a role in any way. Again, they'll have to get obviously Penny back and get Ironwood back on their side really to get the staff. But I'm curious how that will play in it all. Yeah. So obviously too, we got no post credit scene.
Yes.
This one they were just like it just wasn't like a necessary thing they wanted to do. I think one because of production and time and stuff, but also just because since Volume 8 is so closely tied into like what post-credit scene could you really do?
Yeah, I wouldn't know what they would do actually.
Volume's going to start exactly where this one left off.
Which is fair. So,
although I did have an idea because, as insane as this sounds, they've already started recording lines for Volume 8.
They have,
Aaron has. We already know that Aaron has. So I'm wondering if maybe that's not for Volume 8. That's for like a little. What would have been the end credit scene? They might release as like there's like a kind of like a like in a few weeks they might release because like we're not going to get a character short we're going to get a character short again.
No, probably not because they want them to focus just on the show.
Like there might be something they might like we're not going to get we're not going to get Chibi because they were Rooster Teeth already announced what they're doing this year and Chibi wasn't on that list. So you know like they got to do something to kind of keep us interested. You know, towards next time. So I think they might like do it just to do what they were going to do and release that.
Maybe though, then that sort of goes against what Kerry's tweet though, but he just wanted them to focus on the episode. So
yeah, I agree, but I also think that's more in relation. That could be more in relation to just like at the time we don't want to rush to put it in this episode, but it might be still something they want to do.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Again, like I agree that again, like we don't need it, but the fact that they're recording lines already.
Yeah,
seems insane. It blows my mind.
Yeah,
like I know they already started writing Volume 8, like around the start of Volume 7's release.
Yeah,
but that seems insane to me that they're already recording lines. So, yeah, I'm really curious how that's gonna tie in. I think it's a bit it for episode 13, but I think overall, I really like this volume.
Same.
Right now, it's probably my favorite.
Yeah, I think it's definitely up there with my favorites. I want to rewatch it all together now, but yeah, definitely it's up there with my favorites for sure.
It took us 3 hours just to watch Volume 6 at your place last year?
Yeah, it did. I haven't put the episodes together yet, so I'm not sure how long they'll be, but yeah.
And this is also almost the 1 year anniversary too of me coming to Tassie, wasn't it?
Yes.
So it was mid-February, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. My birthday's in a few days, so yeah.
Everyone make sure to wish Larissa a happy birthday for that. Showing us when you rewatch the show, you can't show it.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's true. The episode did end on its own cliffhanger. We didn't need a post-credit scene because it just ended with Salem.
It did. It really has ended with a cliffhanger. That's true.
Which I knew was going to happen. Like,
we had the feeling that it was going to. Like we knew
these volumes were going to be like so Atlas focused, and it was going to be back-to-back volumes that were being written as like one big overarching story. Yeah. So now I'm just trying to think.
Because it was so happy, like the start of the volume was so happy, then it got really serious and dark towards the end, so I really enjoyed that.
I think that's how RWBY works its best. Like, look at Volume 3 and this volume, like, I think that's just...
parallels.
Even Volume 6, to a degree. Sorry, Volume 5. I think that's just how RWBY works its best, is when it works like that. Like, kind of. But next volume is going to be the opposite. It's going to be all hell... I don't think for the entire volume, because I just don't think...
Definitely got to start with hell breaking loose,
Like, I don't think the RWBY is going to be able to animate an entire volume of like, you know, fighting. I'd love them to, but I don't think I wouldn't want to put that pressure on them. Which I'm now going to look at a real arsehole if they do that. And then,
it really depends where they're going to go with the volume. That's for sure.
But I imagine it'll be
at least the first half. I think.
Yeah, I think like the
first few episodes and maybe a little bit of fallout
or something like that.
And
could be like that. Then how it ends from there, where it goes from there.
I really don't know where they're going to go with it. So
yeah,
I don't know. Nightwalk. I really don't know. Depends what happens.
Yeah, I think like, I'm really not sure. Like we've got to go to Vacuo at some point, and again, we know volume 9 is going to be a shorter volume at the moment. That could change, but at the moment, from what we last heard,
well, only Penny can open the vault now, or whoever's the Winter Maiden is. So
Salem or Cinder will have the relic, possibly get it back.
It really depends what happens with Penny.
Neo and Ruby still haven't interacted. Neo and Yang still haven't interacted.
Yeah.
If at all, like, I'm not saying that they will. Like Neo and Ruby will, but Yang might not. Like I will say one thing that they didn't do this volume that I'm actually okay with. They didn't really touch into the fauna stuff.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I didn't think that would have been necessary.
We've seen some little scenes with the faunas and the mines, but
we saw enough of the fauna's presence and stuff.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen some more about the mines. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But
we did some teasing towards like the SDC and like Adam Scar and stuff back in episode 3.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
that might have been jumping to a conclusion. Maybe that wasn't intentional. That's the thing too. You got to also understand too when you watch shows that like you could always interpret something incorrectly, and you know you got to understand sometimes that's just the case.
Yeah, well, it seems like the vault sort of like it's a separate sort of dimension where the relics are stored. Yeah, it's really weird. It's super interesting.
I was trying to think about it too. Like I wonder if like Mistral was a desert. I wonder if they all lead to a different, like the opposite of themselves.
Oh yeah.
The desert, like the Vacuo leads to a snow biome. The vault leads to like I'm just trying to like maybe Atlas's one leads to like a plains, because like up in the sky, so the plains like a grassy plains is where the
it could be like a garden with lots of flowers and stuff maybe.
Yeah, like I'm curious if it's like deliberately inverted. From the dimension. Just, maybe not like an in-world reason, but just like as the show to give you a real like this is a different dimension.
Yeah.
Rather than like a there's no in-universe reason to why it is. It's just for our sake. Like just because again, when we saw that desert, I think everyone lost their mind. Like what the hell is this?
Yeah. And then we saw, of course, in Volume 6 about the in-between world where Ozma was when he spoke to gods. At the same sort of effect. So yeah, it's
yeah, they're kept in pocket dimensions so they don't track the Grim.
Yeah, that's true.
So I always forget that. I always forget the relics. Track the Grim.
Relics too.
No, I think the relic's always been pretty safe this one. Like with in Atlas, where the Grim can't really get anyway. So it's still fight for Grim to really survive there at the moment. Or well, at least they don't typically go up there too often. I'm sure they can, but they don't. Yeah, but no, I really like this volume as a whole. Yeah, definitely one of my favorites, and I'm really looking forward to. We're definitely looking forward to what they do next.
Yes, absolutely.
In terms of like favorite episodes of characters and stuff, I think favorite character is probably Penny.
Yeah, I love Penny in this volume.
I like Penny because Penny's arc wasn't super obvious.
Yeah,
it was kind of subtle. Like again, she kept being put in situations where she felt guilty.
Yes.
And then she ended up getting the maiden powers kind of thing, and I think even then she feels guilty for that.
Yeah.
Which, you know what? Actually, you know what? I take that back. Her character arc actually makes a lot of sense, because I was going to say that her character arc kind of was a cool thing. Then just now she's the maiden. It didn't really lead up to that, but now that I can't think about
it. In a way, it kind of did. Yeah.
So she didn't want to take the powers. She felt like in the moment she needed to, and even then, like she kept looking at it when she was in the ship. She still was looking at herself like she wasn't like sure what she had done.
Yeah.
But then Wise comforted her. So she's still, that guilt is such a big part of Penny's character, which I really like. Yeah. So I don't think we've had guilt hasn't been a theme of anyone else's off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I don't think. Maybe Blake. I guess Blake probably feels.
So because of Oscar, we now have an easy way into the vault room. That is a good point. They could go up into it. Well, that is a good point, though. They don't have to take the elevator down. They can just fly up. Penny could just fly from the bottom up. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's actually I thought he was referring to Oscar being able to, now he has magic, could open the vault, but I don't think that's the case. But that Penny could fly into it.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't even think of that. So yeah, they could. Yep.
Yeah.
That might be how Penny goes up to the vault. Just hopefully Arwen's not there.
Because obviously we use the relic of knowledge to find about Ozpin. I'm curious if the Atlas Falls gets destroyed, but we still have to get out with the relic. I'm more curious what we'd use the relic for next.
Yeah.
Like what would our heroes use the relics for? Like again, like obvious, like bring back Pyrrha would be an obvious one, which I don't even think it could do, but if it could, I'm sure that would be an option.
No.
Which I wouldn't.
Maybe they'll think of something sort of like out of the box to do with Salem.
Yeah, that's possible. I remember someone saying, like, I love that RWBY last episode or the episode before that was like,
Yeah.
you know, we don't have to kill you to stop you.
Yes.
So I'm really curious to see, like, maybe she has something in mind, or if that was just like a in the moment kind of thing. Because really, they don't have to.
Yeah.
That's always kind of been a thing. Like, you know, will they actually have to do it? I don't think they will.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how that ties in. I don't know how people stream for 3 hours. I'm already tired. I don't know how some people stream for hours and hours on end. Yeah.
We'll probably wrap it up there, I'm thinking.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. No worries.
Yeah, I think we've probably discussed everything. Now, Larissa, do you have any questions you want to ask us while you're here? Yeah. And of course, anyone watching on YouTube, please leave them in the comments below.
Watching on YouTube, Twitch, or the VOD, I think don't forget to asking us. Thank you to anyone who was watching the stream live or watching it on playback. Obviously, this is the season finale, so this will be the last one till before the dawn, till the soundtrack, before RTX.
Yep, we'll definitely be doing some corner remnants during the year as well when we get some news or things happened as well.
We'll do a corner remnant whenever there's reason to.
Yep.
Like, who knows? I mean, me and Larissa could talk. Maybe we'll have a recap of the volume because we didn't really get into the rest of the volume today.
Yeah, that's true. We might do that as well. We'll see what happens. Yeah.
Give us a bit more time to prepare because I couldn't really tell you what my favorite episode of character was. Really.
No, it's a bit difficult. Like,
and also we'll probably get some more stuff from Eddie and this week. I imagine Eddie will probably be on Twitter and probably talk about some stuff.
Well, they had the AMA with the ASOPs. That was this morning.
I'm waiting to find a recap of.
Yes.
I don't want to go through all those.
I saw that notification pop up when I woke up this morning, so yeah.
I know Eddie was going to talk about the Crow and Clover stuff a bit more.
Okay.
When he felt more comfortable to do so, so I'm sure he'll do that.
Do that at some point. So yeah, volume is still very fresh at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah. But again, off the top of my head, I think it is my favorite.
Cal, for the pronounced name, Caljan. She was doing she called it Oscars. So she was doing like an Oscars where people were.
I thought that was Arnold.
No, it was Cal. It was Cal.
Oh, I guess.
Arnold was well, he was saying why was Forrest not included? That was funny. But yeah, she was doing an Oscars where we're voting on like favorite episode, favorite characters, all that too. So make sure you go check it out. I'm not sure if it's still going, but she's definitely doing that on her Twitter. So yeah, that was pretty cool. But yeah, whenever there's some news and things going on, we'll definitely do another corner of Remnant. So make sure you're following us on Twitter as well, because we'll definitely be posting it in there, of course, what we're doing. That's just my Twitter. Yeah.
Overall, I really enjoyed this season of Corner Remnant. I'm sorry that the move kind of had a bit of a hassle of it all. I'm glad they finally got to do a finale.
Yeah.
I think this is the first time we actually got to do a finale.
Yeah, it is. We only missed one episode too this season, which was good. So
yeah, because like the years before it was RTX. Years before that, I think I was moving as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I think I was. No, did we do Volume 6's finale? Why didn't we do Volume 6's finale? Or did we?
I can't remember.
But yeah, no, I really enjoyed Volume of Corner Remnant.
Yes, it's been good.
It's been different with me and Larissa not always agreeing on stuff, so that's interesting dynamic.
It's been a thing.
We had this one, but of course we're civil. We love each other. Like, we love all you. Like, it's fine. No bad blood, I'm sure.
No. Hydrate.
I open my window and I can hydrate because the fucking rain's coming down. Like, Jesus Christ.
It's not raining here.
Yeah, New South Wales is getting smattered.
Well, you need the rain.
Which is good for the fires, hopefully.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm on the coast, but hopefully it's actually hitting some of the fires. But now we've got flooding and landslides. So, okay.
I know, we can't win, can we?
It's like the Willow Bumblebee thing. You fix one problem, or the Maiden Eyes thing. It's just one problem, just... Anyway, thank you all for joining us this season. I know I myself... I really enjoyed the RWBY season. I've enjoyed these streams, and obviously, Larissa's still doing her reactions. I unfortunately couldn't keep up with my content.
We're being raided by the Boobcast.
Don't worry, RWBY. I'm combat ready.
We're just about to wrap up.
Well, at least this time we're still here.
Yes.
Like last week when we actually. Okay, well, if anyone's here, feel free to ask some questions. Then we can still keep going for some questions.
Yeah.
But we have discussed. Most
we're about to wrap up. But you guys were going for ages, though you always do.
Yeah, I do. We're tired and our voices are broken. I don't know how you guys go for as you guys do. It's insane. I don't understand.
I need food.
You guys
I'm hungry.
have a lot of practice. Well, you guys stream. I don't. So you guys have practice talking.
Yeah. But I find it's a lot different doing this because I'm like than playing a game because I don't know. It's just it's different compared to that. Even though I'm always constantly talking when playing a game, it's yeah. How was the Boobcast? Of course, the Boobcast had Alex Abraham, who does all the music, the scores, and everything
give us some gossip. You got any?
Yeah, got any gossip?
Feel free to let us know.
Now make sure you go check that out.
Or Kaylee, you could just walk in the room and join the stream. It's not that hard.
She could. There's a chair still in here.
I'm kidding. You don't have to.
It was good. Alex had to bounce a bit early. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, no, that's fair. Well, you still were going for quite a while. You're going for 4 hours, mate.
You guys started like an hour before us.
No, 2 hours before us. They started at 9.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You guys are legends. My voice is killing me.
Here she comes.
Crashing your podcast.
There you go.
That's fine. What'd you learn? Anything?
Oh, hey.
Hi. Did you learn anything? Any gossip for us?
Go watch the VOD. Honestly, we talked about so much. It's too much to recap.
That's fair enough.
We wrapped before you.
Yes, you did. Well,
just.
I'm just trying to think as a. Hang on, I'll get a YouTube link. I always forget what it is.
Nice. Just trying. But if anyone.
Yes. I already read that. Corey's message.
English is my first language. I know it's surprising. Yeah, but I was gonna say that I know. Unfortunately, I couldn't keep up with my RWBY content this year with the move and stuff. I couldn't keep up with my drawings, unfortunately.
Yes.
Hopefully, now off season now we'll really get into that. Cause a lot of things that I missed, a lot of things I want to go back and draw, so that'll be good. Obviously go back and watch all these guys' reactions, both Corey's, both Kaylee's, both Larissa's. Go watch all their reactions. Go watch the Boobcasters VOD. Give Kaylee those views and get all the information and tidbits I'm sure she got from Alex that she refuses to tell us. So
yeah, no, there's the link to Kaylee's YouTube channel, which I think most of the guys have already followed, but make sure, of course, go check it out. Kaylee, she's going to be doing a compilation of her reactions. So she wasn't posting weekly ones, she's still recording. Yeah, she's still recording them, so she's going to do that. She just said, it's a lot to go through and edit.
I imagine it's quite similar to what Unicorn of War did, where they did like little snippet reactions, like they just like little chunks of it at the time.
Yeah,
but in one video rather than.
And I was thinking of doing a similar thing with my reactions as well. So let me know if you guys want me to do that.
Just do a compilation. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, but I need to edit a few other things first.
Compilations get those views. So
they do. But I still need to do my best of 2019 stream highlights as well as the January highlights. So I'm going to focus on those two first. But if you want me to do a reaction sort of compilation, let me know. And also let me know if there's any moments in my Volume 7 reactions that you really liked and want me to include as well. So, but yes, I was thinking about it.
Probably not stuff from your Ironwood and Watts fight.
Oh God!
You missed a few.
I missed so much in that fight. Oh God! I love my little text comments. No one really mentioned that they did, but yeah, I put my little text comments like, "God damn it, Larissa, he's counting."
Yeah, I know some of those in your episode 13 one as well.
Arguing with myself. I know, I did. I missed everything, and it was just there's too much going on. Okay, it was great, but I did.
But while RWBY content might be slowing down for the rest of these guys, hopefully my RWBY content will now be going back up soon. Hopefully, I'm not going to promise anything because I don't want to put the pressure on myself.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
We'll see. I'm gonna watch out for an early reaction. Okay.
But I mean, this is probably our longest. Live stream of the year. Obviously, the year. That's obvious. Of this season. Probably, and I thought we didn't ramble that much. We actually just talked about the episode for 2 hours.
We did. We really actually have properly discussed the episode for 2 hours.
I think this was actually probably one of my favorite ones we've done so far, and I'm glad we did.
It's been good.
Everything seems to feel so much more natural now with the Waifu's back.
Yes.
War's back.
Yes.
My camera quality for some reason seems.
It's actually a lot better. It's a lot better.
I don't know what the hell was wrong with it. Last week. I got my little mic set up here. Got Pocket Neo. Pin.
Yay!
Everything felt normal again before it ended.
Yes.
So I know. So do I. I like to talk as well.
Yes. Well, we both love just talking and rambling on. Yes, we've got the cane. Yes.
It doesn't have the marking. It's just PVC pipe at the moment because all the stuff came off. But
That's right. I have to fix it
Never,
up.
never give it a handle. Never give it a handle at some point.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I need to fix up my crescent rose as well.
I'm
So.
not making the handle spin the gears. You will have to pay me to do that.
That'd be awesome, though. Like, if you actually get the,
I
like...
don't have that much money or creativity to do that.
that'd be so cool to make.
I actually love, though, how I always love the finish. I don't know if you can see it, the finish of the actual cane bit.
Yeah.
I got this really nice spray paint. It was really expensive, but actually it turned out really well. I still have it, so I want to actually spray paint some other stuff like that. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Rambling as usual, but
Yes.
Yeah, no, simple matter of love the stream, love the season. I can actually finally have. Oh, and I don't know if you remember. I
Yeah.
remember telling you how. I don't know if it was you, maybe it was my other friend who has another one of these figures, but like the stand was always broken.
Yeah.
Like it was always loose. It was never tight.
Yeah.
Pulled it out of the box, put it back together. Perfectly fine.
Oh, okay.
It now actually works as a stand, but it didn't. It didn't for 3 years. I had the figure until I redid it. It suddenly worked. So I don't know, but it finally. Oh, wait.
Where's Pocket Neo?
No,
What?
not. That's the wrong pocket. Where's the old pocket? Oh
Huh?
no.
What?
No. Oh, where is it?
What?
Oh.
What?
Remember where Pocket Penny was packed? Oh. I don't know if I even showed Pocket Penny yet. I haven't. I got it for Christmas. I don't even know.
Oh, okay. I get what you mean now.
Oh, she's in a bag somewhere. I just don't know.
I
Where
mean, it's
it is.
fine. Well, have it for next one.
But Penny. Okay. Oh, still got Weister in Pocket. Yeah.
Pocket Neo. That'll do. Well, I've got my plush RWBY here somewhere as well.
I'll have my 3 favorite characters by next stream. I promise. I'll have all 3. Oh, actually,
RWBY.
I don't know if I showed this off either, but this is actually better. I mean, no offense, Pocket Neo, but I got you from someone who I don't associate with anymore these days. Still appreciate the gift back then, but I don't associate myself with the man who gave me this anymore.
Yeah.
But I have this as well.
Yeah, that's
It's
cute. Yes, keychain.
So
And
now
they
I
released a crow keychainers too, which also look really cool.
What was that?
They released a crow, chibi crow keychain thing too. Wasn't it?
Oh, that's right. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
I always think of the pins for some reason. Like the pins are always
Well,
what come
there's
up.
the 2 pins, yeah, but yeah.
Which I might actually get because I have like a the wall next to my bed is kind of like cracked, so I have a pin board
Yeah.
used to like reinforce the wall. So now I've got all my spare pins.
Nice.
Because I bought the extra life pin sets just for this one pin. So I have the 3 others, and then all of the pin backs broke.
Oh
all
no.
broken here. So I bought the next set just for the pin backs.
Just the pin backs, yeah.
Because I went to Linkcraft and Spotlight and I could not find these on their own.
No.
So
Dawn,
yeah.
I see your wise, and I raise you my wise.
I mean, mine's just so yours is
She's
just
so
plastic. Mine's real.
That's what I'm saying. His isn't just
gave me
his is
that one?
real. Yes, yeah, I bought that one for your birthday.
Yes.
Mine's better.
But yes, all praise the great one, and we'll see you all for the next quarter Remnant, which will be once we have some news or maybe discuss the volume a bit more. I'll let you guys know what we're doing. But yes, we'll see. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for watching, whether on YouTube or on Twitch, the VOD. Thank you guys so much. You're all amazing. And
not just for today. Thank you for the whole season. Seriously, I love coming up here and talking. Whether it's with you guys or just Larissa, I love talking about RWBY, and it's always just the best excuse I have to do it. So
yes,
thank you, everyone.
It's been fun.
All right.
Alrighty, guys. See you all. Thank you for watching. Bye.